Okay, good. I'm gonna give y'all a couple of seconds to jump back on. Let me see if all right, all right. Just type one in there if y'all hear me. Good thing I didn't go on showing y'all that video. I'd have been upset. All right, we have a little technical difficulties. Let me see. I'm gonna give y'all some time to come back on here. We was talking about 1947. I'm just telling y'all we had Dr. Ken Johnson on. We're gonna have to definitely go in with that. Let me see if I'm seeing myself. I want to make sure. All right, y'all can't. Let me see. Let me see. When I pull up this thing on Facebook, y'all can't hit me on. Let me see. I'm just gonna hit my man. Y'all can't hit me on the thing. I think that's doing something. Plus, y'all business gonna come up on my Facebook. If y'all hit me Messenger, it's gonna come up on that screen. So Dr. Johnson came on and we was talking about Israel and all of that. A lot of people are questioning me about 1948, Israel becoming a state. But I want to talk about Damon Dash. I want to talk about Damon and Damon Dash was, yeah, Anunnaki. Yes, yes, somebody hit me with that. Damon Dash was speaking about Anunnaki and the supposed connection to the Bible. And listen, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, a lot of these people out here don't know what they talking about. I don't care if Damon Dash got that coupe. I don't care if he got a couple of them things and he be on private jets. These folk out here just running their mouth. That's how come I said I'm falling back from all of this. Now my man hit me. I think he said he's gonna go in with Kevin Wesley and all of these cats tomorrow. And I told him I'll come through to support. A lot of people be saying and doing a lot of stuff. They just all over the place. They just in the wrong place. I might touch on a little bit of what we're gonna get into with them, but I'm dealing with this Anunnaki thing. So my man, I see Dr. E post this thing about the Anunnaki and Damon Dash. Now I'm looking at, matter of fact, let me look at my phone. I gotta use my phone as the all right, y'all. I want that team. Y'all can't text me. It's gonna pop up on that screen. I'm gonna go. Let me see. I'm gonna try to go back here, and I'm gonna try to see if I can pull this thing up, because I want y'all to be able to see this thing. I'm hitting the share screen. Let me see if my thing is gonna do it for me now. Tell me if y'all see this. Just I can't even tell you. Yeah, type one. I think I can see it from the phone. I'm using the phone as a monitor and trying to figure out all of this other stuff. It should pop up in a second. I'm hoping that it's doing. I'm attempting to share this. I want y'all to see it. I want y'all to only hear it. I want y'all to see it. I know we're a couple of seconds behind. It don't look like it's let me see if I can. All right, let me see. Hold on.
Been doing a lot with the ancient history, Billy Carson and all that, forbidden knowledge, understanding what they don't tell us, the Dead Sea Scrolls and the Emerald Tablets and all that stuff. It all involves us not being us being made, genetically modified by Anunnakis to be slaves. That shit is an ancient text, but nobody says that.
All right, all right. Let me go back. I'm gonna stop the share. Let me go back. I'm gonna try to see something here. Did y'all hear that? All right. Did y'all hear that? Right? Did y'all hear that? All of that stuff right there that y'all just heard. I don't know why I'm seeing it on here. Type one in there if y'all still hear me. I don't know why it's looking like it's Boom Church. Oh, I just got that. I got that message from you a little while ago, Pastor. Yes, yes, y'all do hear me. Okay, all right. Y'all heard what he said. This stuff. I'm trying not to talk about certain things because I don't want folk to be like, listen, because they love go snitching. Berean over here and Berean talking about he teaching the esoteric doctrine and all of that stuff. But I feel a lot of people need to know certain things. If I'm not a scholar, I be around scholars and stuff like that. And like I said, I build with the Masons and God's people down with Rosicrucian and all of that stuff. And I have no problem talking. I think talking is good. And we can have different views. We can have different views on certain things. When people, if I'm not a scholar and somebody says something just because they're popular, I'm not riding with them. Damon Dash talked about the Emerald Tablets and the Anunnaki. If I and the dead, he said the Emerald Tablets and the Dead Sea Scrolls talk about we was genetically modified, and they don't want to talk about that. And it goes with the conspiracy. These folk running around here trying to hide something. All right, they could be. They could be. If anybody want to hit me from the team, y'all let me know. I'm I think it's a different number. I'll look at the thing right now. That won't come up because I'm not sharing the screen anymore. Hopefully. All right, let me see. So, first of all, the Dead Sea Scrolls, plus somebody else said the other day, the Dead Sea Scrolls, they took the Dead Sea Scrolls out of the Bible because they're trying to hide something. Everybody is talking about it's in the Vatican, it's downstairs in the Vatican, the white folk took it, Illuminati, white Jew hiding it, all of this stuff that's really nonsense that we don't have any proof for. First of all, the Dead Sea Scrolls, when we talk about the Dead Sea Scrolls, that's a library of books. Everything that is in the Hebrew Bible, y'all hear me? Y'all hear me, and I want y'all to hear me well. Everything that is in that King James Bible, everything that them cats from GMS, ISUPK, the Anglican Church, every Old Testament book that is in there outside of Esther, I believe, was found among the Dead Sea Scrolls. Do y'all understand that? These folk are out here just running their mouth. You can go to any site and pull this stuff up. But people would just hear people say Emerald Tablet, Dead Sea Scroll. You don't know the ancient source, the real Bible. What I mean, when they start that with me, I'd be like, where y'all going with this? Where's it at? Tell me about it. Oh, they took it out the Bible. And I don't know this and I don't know that. I'm like, what is there? What are you talking about? There is no Anunnaki name in Sumerian text. Listen, I tell y'all, Mike House will put that work in. And I'm gonna tell y'all another thing. Y'all better stop throwing away knowledge because it comes from a light-skinned brother. Because it comes from, I don't want y'all to slip and think y'all hear me talk about Gary Habermas or talk about Mike Heiser or the brother Ken Johnson. Of scholarship is scholarship, truth is truth. Y'all may not like the truth, but I tell people, even with that whole thing that was going down with them other people, don't look at the person's attitude and judging the person by this and that. Bang on the information. When we're talking about vocab and faithful to God, bang on the information. If you disagree with the information and you have other proof, bring it out. Not because somebody light skinned. I don't look at stuff like that. But the Dead Sea Scroll, these fools don't know nothing about the Dead Sea Scrolls. And then we had some other books in there, the Book of Giants. We had some other books in there, but everything else that's in that Hebrew Bible is in the Dead Sea Scroll. So what are these people talking about? Nothing in the Dead Sea Scroll talk about generic modification and all of this stuff. This is pseudo. This is pseudo mess. He got that from young pseudo and the rest of them. This is more nonsense that's spreading on the internet. Because he got money don't mean he got knowledge of dealing with this religion, dealing with the history of text coming down. That's how come I tell you, Damon Dash better stay in his lane. If that's what you do, rebuild a rock. Get your money jumping with what you do, what you're known for. Now you getting on the radio and you building on religion and spirituality and you talking pseudo. You talking nonsense. And we got plenty of people out here doing this. We got to shut that down. He don't know what he's talking about. Now, that's the Dead Sea Scrolls. This fool want to bring up the Emerald Tablets. I'm like, boy, now y'all gonna make me going. When we dealing with the Emerald Tablets, you know you really riding hard with them European mystics. What we call wet, Western esoteric tradition. What we call wet, that's what wet is, Western esoteric tradition. Rosicrucian, esoteric Freemasonry. I don't know if they can see the top of your screen if you hit me, bro. Western esoteric tradition, Rosicrucian, Helen Blavatsky, and then we always got to go back to the apostle of the occult and Gnosticism. Madness, major pastor, yes, madness. And this is what they trying to feed us. Y'all don't know we ain't return to sender. We don't even accept that nonsense. What you trying to feed me? Feed it to them silly clowns. But it's people out here that's eating that up. So I will go and I would bang on something for a minute. But once I see some other people getting that work on and saying some stuff, I said, oh, it's clarity right there. Because my thing is being fair in all actuality to everybody else. Before we get into Zechariah Stitching, before we get into the Emerald Tablets, these people don't know that's deep allegorical thought. That's heavy esoteric stuff. That ain't got nothing to do with no Anunnaki and all this madness they giving us. But let me go back to that other thing. A lot of people in the conscious community, the main voices were out there saying 16 crucified saviors. Main voices were out there saying, oh, the Jesus story, Krishna story, Haru born of a virgin 3 days. Nonsense. We got out there and we banked on that. Shout out to Jabari. He got that business coming up in here playing with them cats. Then Then we see other people that say we were already arguing with him, and we told him there's others in the conscious community. Shout out to Garfield, shout out to Unk and all of them. And they said, man, we don't teach none of that cursing grade. We don't teach none of that pseudo nonsense. And they following Kemetic spirituality. So they bear witness that what Ray Hagen and everybody else was saying was pseudo. We got to make sure we separate the pseudo voices. That's all I want to do. In Freemasonry, everything is the devil. That guy sold his soul. He in the NBA, he sold Trayvon Martin, father. We got to cut this nonsense out. That's all I'm saying. Even so, with every single thing, I want to be meticulous. Just because y'all hear ISUPK or GMS and all of them saying one thing, don't put that on Sister E and them other folk. Let's separate everybody and act like we really build. I'm not going to put no God doctrine on Orthodox or Sunni Muslim. They don't follow Clarence 13. I'm not going to mix it up. If that's not what I do, I'm going to stop talking about it. But it's too many people trying to mix up everything, and this is where all of this madness is coming in. We going back to the Emerald Tablets. Emerald Tablets is esoteric thought. Those are books that was jumping in Europe back in the days, but a lot of people say it came from Tahuti or Thoth. The Greeks, later on the Romans, they called them Herms. So when we get the word hermeneutics, that's the science or the art of interpreting the text. Say, what are y'all doing? Are y'all hermeneutically, are something hermeneutically sealed? Are y'all interpreting something the proper way? So Hermes was the Egyptian god Tahuti or Thoth, and other people later on thought he was Enoch because he was the one that came down with the teachings from up above. He came down with the heavenly teachings to teach mankind how man can develop. Higher self of man and all of this other stuff. And that's what the ancient European alchemists was teaching. It was jumping with the Greeks and the mystery schools, but the church fathers, I think it was Origin in them. I mentioned it was Mike, what's the book? Somebody put the book down in there, the book, Heresy of Orthodoxy. The brother name start with a K. I'm reading so many books, I'm all over the place. But he was talking about the church fathers in Alexandria, Origin, Clement, and them in Alexandria, who were church fathers that had catechismal schools. They knew about those books. They spoke on those books. They spoke on what the Gnostics were teaching. Even later on, when we found the Gospel of Thomas and all of that stuff in Nag Hammadi, what the church fathers were saying was right and exact. We've been building on this stuff. We've been understanding this stuff and separating it from orthodoxy and what the writs say. Ain't nobody confused. Ain't nobody confused with this. This is the thing that scared me. These folks running around. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, LeChat. Yes, Mike. So Mike was talking about Clement, Origin, and them, and they were, dealing with that stuff, the church fathers, and mentioned it in its book. That's another thing that we're going to come up to with these many Christianities. And this is part of the occulting or the flipping Christianity into the occult that began with Annie Benisset and all of them. They trying to turn the church out. And then occultists that was ruling the word channel, they started giving us that doctrine, name it and claim it, visualizing and all of them popular preachers. We got to separate everything. Real Israelites from fake Israelites or from the devil worshipers, and in the church, the occultists from orthodoxy. Everything got to get separated. We got to put it in the wheat sifter. We got to sift this thing out and figure out everything. So what this dude run around here talking is pure nonsense. Anunnaki ain't got nothing to do with it. All we got to do is Google that. This is simple stuff. You folk don't need no college for this. You just need to ask the right question. Now, Dave, just go, Damon Dash said it. He said they hiding something. He rich. He made it. He could be one of them. He could be one of them initiated into the mysteries trying to turn y'all out to go seeking that other thing. Y'all ain't never thought of that. Oh, that's Damon Dash. He's for the people. How you know he's for the people? First of all, he don't even know what he's talking about. All the free time he got, if he getting money, he should know the Emerald Tablets ain't got nothing to do with nothing. The Dead Sea Scrolls ain't got nothing to do with Anunnaki. You don't know that, Damon? You don't know that? And these folk running out here running around talking crazy. I done ran out of coffee now. I'm finna go sit down somewhere. But this get me aggravated. Now, in the occult tradition, some people, I don't even want to talk about two Enochs and all of that, because they first thing, I know they're going to go run it like, Berean, he's saying that other stuff. But y'all got to know what's out here. Some people feel that what we call, when we deal with the Emerald Tablets, we don't know where it come from. It's so ancient. Did it come down with after Adam and Eve, did Seth and them have that? Was it Enoch? Enoch is some of the tradition with Greek thought and Greek mythology and the gods of Kemet. Were they some of the watchers? Were they manifestations of the watchers taught allegorically coming down? I don't want to mix nobody up, but it could be some other stuff. It could be some other stuff when we start talking about certain things. So they connected Enoch, they connected Thoth, they connected Tahuti, and all of these things, the gods or whatever it is, a higher wisdom, a higher consciousness, or whatever it is, they connected all of that stuff with Enoch, and they connected all of that stuff with a tradition. When people start talking about the everlasting life, when people talk about the tree of life and the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, the emerald tablets are connected with something we call the philosopher's stone. And those are what I personally believe is the doctrine of the watchers that have to do with the tree of life. They look for the philosopher's stone, the fountain of youth. They want eternal life through watchers, through other beings, through other gods, through Elohim, through the sons of God, whoever you want, whatever you want to do. And before we get into it, I would have to lay everything out. But it is definitely, it's not Hebraic. It's definitely it's unchristian thought. And a lot of people feel if you start dealing with certain things that's unchristian thought, that you're corrupting the minds of the people. Just tell them it's the devil. We're living in a different time. We have to explain some of this stuff to the people and where it comes from. Nobody trying to turn people out and turn them away from the church and all of this other stuff. But you got some Bible thumpers that get scared when you start dealing with certain things. But if these folk are being explained to words and terms and doctrines, we got to break down these words, these terms, these doctrines. Damon Dash don't know what he's talking about. We got to start right there. And we got, but then in order, if I'm gonna be truthful and keep it 100, in order to really explain it, because somebody can be like, why he don't know what he talking about? You just on YouTube, he getting money, he got the coupe, I seen the roof, and he got the drop head and all of that stuff. All right, that sounds good because y'all materialistic. So because he got it, he got a whole bunch of that stuff, and I'm just here blabbing on YouTube. What can I do? What can we do to explain to individuals? Because we're convinced already. Mike Shaw, I'm already convinced. These folk ain't out here looking for, they not looking to do research. They don't want no research. These folk want to they want to go find stuff that promote what they already believe. That's all they doing. They're looking for somebody else to confirm what they already believe. Plain and simple. They're not trying to really seek out truth and say, listen, wherever the chips fall, that's what I'm going to, that's where I'm going to go. Because my opinion on certain things have changed as I begin to research and look things out. But a lot of people, they don't want to do that. They're not really doing that. They out here talking crazy, reckless, and pseudo. I never thought in my life I would live to this day to see the level of nonsense and pseudo madness that's on the internet and people grabbing it. Somebody posted up on my joint yesterday on Facebook. They say black folk, I hate to even repeat this, but I giggle when I saw it. They say black folk, y'all check the expiration dates, everything except the memes and that nonsense y'all be posting. They don't check to see if this is old stuff from 2-3 years ago that already been debunked, and they just running around here spreading more stuff, more nonsense. They just straight talking craziness. So now if we're talking about the Emerald Tablet, and you're not mentioning Hermes Trismegistus or thrice great Hermes, and you're going back to the origin of it with Greek thought and the mystery schools, I'm scared of you. And you're not going back to Europe with it, I'm scared of you. Why was it underground in Europe, and why was it given to the alchemists or those that were involved in esoteric Freemasonry? That's mystical, esoteric stuff. So even you could be reading it wrong if you're not initiated into the thing. I could see if it's that. If you're reading a text that's an allegorical text, an esoteric text, and you're confused, what are you talking about? You're taking base metal, you're taking that galvanized, that old fence, like people go get old scrap. They getting the copper out of the house and all of this stuff they do in the hood. I could see if you're doing that, and I'm going to turn this copper into platinum. I'm going to turn this copper into gold. The stupid people argued that. They was talking about the transmutation of the soul. They was talking about that God doctrine turning into God, or these degrees that came down from Nimrod and others. That's how come it had to be in secret. You don't even know what the text is talking about, and you talking about Anunnaki, and they gave us this, and then that word's not even mentioned nowhere in the text. Why are you doing this to us? You think we all silly out here? Why are you doing this to us? Religion ain't really his thing, but this is the new thing. T.I. and them want to build off of religion. Damon Dash y'all jumping on the radio and just coming and deceiving the hood with that stuff y'all talking about. The Bible says, obey your slave master. What text say that? Can we get into the history of slavery? Absolutely so. Slavery, matter of fact, for the record, black folk invented slavery. Black man, the original man, slavery is almost old as a human race. So let's put that on the table. Y'all giving out that information, give it out first. Many black people had slaves. It's so funny, y'all always want to talk about slavery and these white folk and never talk about slavery and them Arabs. I shouldn't have said that. Because y'all love them in the bodega, y'all love them in Islam, y'all love them. They rule your mind on the low. And we'll even go connecting them back to the Vatican and everything. Y'all play with me. It's a lot of stuff out here. Y'all talking about one thing and it's a whole nother thing. Y'all talking about these white folk and slavery and this and that when y'all invented the thing. When y'all brought it down here. When y'all had multiple slaves. When y'all was down with the slave trade too. Y'all was warring. I shouldn't have said that. That bothered black people. Black people want, some of us want lies. Some of us run around here want lies. We want lie. I ain't trying to lie to y'all, but y'all want some lies. Y'all want some lies, foolishness, and trash. That stuff make us feel good. That stuff make us feel good. But we can't, we got to face some truth. We got to face some true facts. And the first thing we got to do is start talking about these people. I see somebody said Charlemagne. Hit me in a messenger, Jason. I see somebody talking about Charlemagne and a lot of these dudes, they want to pontificate. They want to get out here and talk about religion. And religion ain't their subject. At least my thing is y'all can laugh, but I'm going to go see what them scholars are saying. I'm going to go see what them scholars are building that have established themselves in this field. Damon Dash, he could tell me how to open up a business, how to get to the music industry, how not to get no shaky deals, sign a shaky contract and all of them, how to own the rights to the music and all of that. He said, I called you, hit me sitting in the car, just hit me. So this is the thing. My whole thing is he can talk about that. He's known for that. I would ask myself if I'm a watcher, I will ask myself if I'm a watchman on the wall, if I'm a wise man, why is T.I.? Why is Mike? Why is Charlemagne the God? Why all these other cats? I would ask why all these other cats all of a sudden, why they building on religion? Unless they down with that, because y'all said Masons rule the religion, unless y'all down with that and y'all jumping into some things to deceive the masses because you feel you got the light. Are you enlightening people if the knowledge is pseudo? That's a fit. Matter of fact, I'm gonna stop right here. Let me get Brown on so I can read some of these, comments. What do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about that? I think that's fear. Let me see if I can see my other screen. Hold on. Let me text y'all. Give me a second. Let me text you this on what you call it. Because I think that's a problem. Why all of a sudden everybody want to discuss religion? Like y'all got the Great Enlightenment. Because that's besides the History Channel that amped y'all up. They using the word history and got these folk running amok. I'm descended from the y'all know they ain't gonna board the real history that's out the History Channel ain't gonna talk about it. Why is that? Why is that? Who's behind that agenda? Who's behind that agenda? That's a fair question. He said Esau. I'm not dealing with it. Hey, yo, let me block Major and them right now. Why is the History Channel, is their job to bring us light? Easter, Christmas time, they start dropping all type of stuff, strange, different stuff. Can they be trying to take me away from the truth that's established in the writ? And move me to a new world and move me to a one world religion and move me to something else that the book already prophesied, but they're going to denounce that book. They want to denounce the book and the book is exposing their agenda. Boy, these folk ain't finna fool me. Damon Dash said, that's how I tell you, I gotta be careful with race and skin color. Because Damon Dash, because they my complexion or they connected with quote unquote my belief, young Pharaoh, because polite is connected with me as far as skin color. Boy, y'all better come up out of that. Y'all better come up out of that. That's how I'm telling people when other people start saying, oh, well, this color, them white folk over there, and the black people and us over here, that's part of the game. I hate to even tell y'all that on the low, that's part of the game. I got to look at a man's heart. I got to see where people are at, individuals are, where they at. Thank you, Sister Yolanda, where they at. They blinding the minds of the people. And a lot of this stuff got to do with false belief system and nonsense that they putting out there. Now, I know the rest of them people going to hit me like, but Brian, you said you were going to do A, B, C, and D. I'm going to deal with the esoteric. It wasn't for another 2-3 weeks. We're going to talk about that emerald tablet. We got to talk about that Emerald Tab because that's all connected to Western esoteric tradition, to the occult, to esoteric, to the Rosicrucian. It's all connected to all of the mystery schools coming down. Now, why weren't they taught that? And what was the beef with the mystery schools and religion? We can talk about that. We can absolutely talk about that. But in the midst of us dropping these videos and talking about this, we got these other fools over here talking pure nonsense. But the nonsense is popular. The truth ain't popular. The truth ain't popular. Trust me, folk ain't gonna break their neck to give y'all that truth. That's how come I say a lot of that TBN, a lot of that stuff ain't even done. I don't know what them folk are showing. I don't know what them folk teaching y'all on TBN, on days. I don't know what them folk teaching y'all. Because whatever it is, it ain't 90% of that stuff ain't book. But I can show y'all all of what a lot of them is saying in the occult doctrine. I got a few of them books. This is where the problem coming in. What I want people to do, I don't want people to waste themselves, waste their time in the madness. Grace and peace, bro. You in the car? I don't want people to waste their time in the madness like I did with all of that madness in that conscious community, all that Anunnaki, all that David. Now some stuff, there's some stuff that they bring out, okay. Oh yeah, some of the stuff is okay, but like was that on Perry? Oh no, that was Johnson. Like my brother Johnson said, he said, listen, a little bit of rat poison in that food, what difference will it make? You gonna die anyway. I'm paraphrasing it, of course. You're gonna die anyway. It's a whole bunch of stuff. Do me a favor. Come on, man. Come to the microphone for a second. You've been hearing some stuff going on. And Mason them don't know they ant me. I said, I'm leaving this alone. I'm going back to control. I'm done with this. My Patreon people, I'm going to rock out with them, but I'm not even be dropping this stuff. Of course, people would take it wrong when you start bringing out certain knowledge. They'd be like, why would he be talking about they just preach Christ and him crucified? I'm off that milk. We all know that. We all understand finished work. Y'all want me beefing with Major and Sister E and all of them about nonsense, and they all believe the Son is eternal. I'm past that right now. We finna get on something else. We got to go in this thing. What these devils out here spreading? What doctrine? What does this thing? Seducing spirits and doctrines of devils.
Yeah.
So there's a difference between seduction and rape. You walking from the train, lady walking from the train, the guy jump from behind the car and grab her and rape her. That's one thing. That's rape. That's violence. But they come in here to deceive the children of Yah with seduction. Seduction is different. Hey, girl, what's your name? Oh, I'm married. I can't talk. Oh, that's a nice dress. You let 2-3 weeks go by and you keep hitting on her. That's seduction. That's seduction. Oh, I see you coming in, you crying. What happened? You and him got in an argument. That's seduction. You look so nice and you're doing it slowly. You catch them like that. There's a difference. The Bible says seducing spirits and doctrines of devil. Come on, bro. Come on and read. I want to read some of this. Go ahead.
I'm loving it. I actually watched that interview. You know, Damon Dash in that thing with the baby mama drama in the court and all that. He still got a lot of bitterness and unforgiveness. But I put in the chat, I believe Mike Heiser did this a long time ago. It was the corpus of Sumerian text, and it's all electronic. The electronic corpus of the Sumerian text. Just go in there and type in Anunnaki. It ain't gonna come up, and that is the Sumerian text that they put on the internet for you. Zechariah Stitchens and the other guy, Malachi Z. York, they was the one, with this Anunnaki stuff, using the iconography of the Hammurabi and the Sargon pictures, and fusing that doctrine in together. But that it's already been debunked. Those, they got CDL cuneiform websites.
Matter of fact, you ain't lying about that. That's like I tell y'all can't sleep on the cats that put that work and they got degrees in the field. Mike, y'all listen, Tally, I'm not sure y'all know Mike Heiser's down with Logos Bible software. Y'all go with that Logos Bible and all of that. He's a scholar over there. He got his own office and all that stuff. This is what he do. He got a whole website dedicated to it. Stitching is wrong. I'm glad that you mentioned Malachi Z. York, because his teaching done influenced a bunch of these lunatics. Exactly. And he a lunatic. I don't care what y'all say. They're on the Nubians. A lot of their doctrine ain't right and exact. Historically, we can't prove it, and they out here promoting a lot of this nonsense. The one side Netta had me on the phone with, that's Malachi Z. York's son. One of his many sons. Y'all know he in jail for touching boys. I ain't even talk about that. He in jail for touching boys. That's a whole nother thing. Because Charles Leadbeater, too, that was influencing Annie Bassett that came out the Catholic Church. All them occultists. Because they believe the flesh is different. They want to call on spirits. They want to get to touching your kids and your wife. What's connected to the lust with these cult leaders and everything? We can go into the history of that. All of that stuff is connected. That's how come Rick tell us by their fruits. I'm telling y'all, these folk ain't right. And they giving us nonsense and lies. Go ahead, bro. I said I was going to let you talk so I can...
Nah, you all right.
Amp me up. I ain't come on here to get amped up.
It's deceit. Just like how the devil deceived Eve, but didn't deceive Adam. You know, you got to read it. It's deceit. And they putting it on TV to normalize it. So when you see it, you're not going to pay attention. Like if you pay attention to what Dr. Ken was saying last night, the devil know he's not going to just be able to turn you away from the scriptures. So he's going to use the scriptures, make you think everything is allegorical or mystery or mythology. And then you won't be able to follow the Bible because now your word is not literal. That's deception. And you know, we've been seeing it for thousands of years, man. Emerald tablets of thought. You know, when you get into the history on that, is that stuff came in the Greeks. You know, a lot of that stuff came later, and then they just start fusing it together. Enoch is Thoth and Tahuti and you know all that crazy madness. That's the Gnosticism that we was talking about. That's the teaching of your higher self versus what the rich say. And we shouldn't, I was saying this last night, we shouldn't pay attention to what color of the person is giving the information, because you got people that sit here day in and day out meticulously going through going through everything, cataloging this stuff. The information is out there. You really don't have to kill the dog again. It's already dead. The information is out there, and that's up to you. If you feel that this information is not correct, that's when you take that and go to school and do a dissertation about it, or get a peer review book and debunk it. You know, that's what they do. If I don't like what another person is saying in the book, and I found something to substantiate my point, I'm gonna bring that out and I'm gonna debunk the book. But if you're not doing that, then you just want to argue, which, you know, we'll never get nowhere with that. But a lot of this mysticism, especially in hip hop, we know it's in hip hop. That I was looking up, you know, when the Rock do that rock sign, you know, they put up the rock, they try to make it look like he putting his eye in the middle of the rock. But if you look at the inception of that hand signal, that's a Kohan hand signal. That's
for the prayer, numbers.
A priestly hand signal.
Yes.
Now you take it to the esoteric, that's a priest in the devil's church. You know, priests was the only ones that had that on their burial grounds. You know, the Kohan blood is the blood they find associated with the limba, and it goes all the way back to Aaron. And, you know, some people say, well, how you know is you the tribe and they don't have the blood? Well, they got Aaron's. It's Aaron's line, or the closest thing. You know, you can validate it or you can't. You got 100 people saying it ain't, you got 100 people saying it is. But traditionally, they do believe that is one of the signs that you are in the priesthood. But they just take what God has, like the devil do. He's going to take what God meant for good and try to do it for bad. But all things work together for the good. You know, no matter what.
And I'm glad you brought that up. Even it was talking about, what's the other thing that got Dr. Spark? I don't know how old y'all are. Who Dr. Spark from Star Trek? That hand sign he used to throw up. How a lot of this stuff come from rabbinical Judaism. How this stuff come from it's connected. A lot of this stuff is connected with the Bible. It's heavier than y'all think it is. Trust me, it's way heavier than y'all think it is. Everything they talking about, they want to come for that book. They want to come for that book. And now this is the beef, Yolanda. Why they want to come for this book so bad? They got blacks arguing about the Bible this way. We got to get away from this book. You got other scholars. You got to denounce the book. The book ain't real. And that it's so funny. This fake book, this make-believe book, this Harry Potter book. Because that's what a lot of these cats is arguing. This is Harry Potter. This is make-believe. Boy, a lot of people got beef with that make-believe. They done went to war. They done killed and buried folk. They done burnt folk up. They done dug up folk after they've been dead for 10 years and burnt their body because they hate that they exposed that book. Gotta say shout out to them cats that was down with the church and said, listen, white guys down with the church, we got to get everybody to read this book for themselves. They trying to hide this book. Why would the people that say they claim they promoting the book make it against the law to have a book? These folk can't fool me. Not me. They can fool y'all, and then they throw that skin color in there. They got these other fools running around talking about they don't want that book. No, that book is going to expose you, Damon. That book's going to expose you and everybody y'all rocking with. It's exposing them signs. It's exposing your doctrine. It's exposing the purpose of the culture and everything. He ain't been for the culture, not putting out that music. You can't fool us. You can't fool. First of all, you know not what you're talking about. When we dealing with the Emerald Tablet, I'll go live with him on that. They don't know this what I do. I do this for regular fun. This is fun. This is what I do for free. My people calling want me to throw that TV on the wall. I'm getting ready to do some other stuff. I'm gonna tell y'all something else too. I'm gonna tell you something else too, because these folks trying to get me. I'm getting ready to go ahead and throw this TV on this wall right here, hiding the cable box, no wires, killing it. I'm out here killing it. A lot of y'all folk, y'all want the hookup. You see how I'm supposed to say something? Y'all want the hookup. Then y'all talking about the Jew. Y'all got a lot of common. A lot of y'all got in common with your European brothers and sisters that are Jewry. Jewish people like to debate and talk and discuss things. A lot of y'all people do the same thing. Jewish people always want to deal with the hookup. A lot of y'all do the same thing. Stop looking at skin color. I'm gonna leave it. I shouldn't have.
Wasn't that a saying back in the day? You trying to Jew me?
So there's a lot of stuff for us being persecuted and them being persecuted. I'm gonna throw that out there too. Why can't they be original and y'all be original? Why can't it be? That's another good thing we got to put out there on the table. We got to make sure when we going through this thing, we going through it right. Somebody said Mike has. Somebody said Mike. He might have not Mike. Yeah, that's Mike. He might have left Logos Bible Software. But stitching is wrong. Y'all get that down there. Stitching is wrong. Google that Anunnaki, that Emerald Tablet, and all of this other stuff. Emerald Tablet is some real stuff. It's real ancient. We don't know where it come from, and it's promoting the theology. But it's not promoting the theology that this brother right here talking about it.
It's not originally called the Emerald Tablets.
It's not. And we don't know where it's not the Emerald Tablet. We don't know where it really come from. It's a whole bunch of stuff. But we know for sure it was connected with Greek people. And what's the guy name that wrote the Orthodoxy of Christianity? And he'll tell you that even the church fathers, even Clement and them, they believe that the Greeks received doctrines from other people. But that's where we're going to get a little confused, because George M. James said that in Stolen Legacy. The Greeks bear witness they got it from the Egyptians. A lot of stuff go back to Egypt. And that's talking about war with Egypt and the Bible and truth. Everything is centered around Egypt. Everything is centered around the Bible. The first 5 books, that holy writ, them Dead Sea Scrolls, anything that's connected with that, powers that be attempted to hide that, attempted to distort that, attempted to get you away from looking in that. But there's no truth. I'm gonna tell y'all what, it ain't no truth that's in what Dr. York and them talking about. It's a next level. It's a next level of wisdom that's in that book. That same book y'all running around here arguing race color about, it's a next level of understanding in that book. And that's where I'm trying to go. That's what I'm trying to get into that. And a lot of people, they want to argue surface level stuff. There's some stuff that's already established. Now, huh?
I said we on meat now. You know how long?
We on meat. Yeah, we got to go somewhere else. Hold on, let me see. They hitting me a whole bunch of. I got to stop looking at my phone when I'm. I got to stop looking at my phone when I'm doing this. But it's another level that we're dealing with, and it's another level of understanding. I believe the Most High is calling us up higher. Now we got to work some stuff out, because who we're going to be working with. I can't be down here calling, oh, you a devil, and that person is a devil. This person ain't no devil. Matter of fact, before I get out of here, I know we're talking about Damon Dash, but who is to say who is saved and who is not saved? Yolanda, who is to say who is Israel and who's not Israel? I shouldn't have brought this up. Who is to say? That's
actually good. That's just like you saying, when I get into those pearly gates and stand before the throne, you get to stand beside me.
Lady D said, people know. Lady D said, Dr. York said we came from aliens. Dr. York got that from stitching. Dr. York is the ultimate among the pseudo, taking knowledge and flipping it. They're taking Prince Hall and he mixing up this stuff with black people. I'm not going to lie. I used to read this stuff like comic books, but people were taking it serious. Broadway Junction, the train station, they be out there. That's when it was Ansar Law Community, radio station, Bushwick Avenue, Bushwick down there by Myrtle, not too far from the roller skating ring. Y'all from the hood, y'all know what it is. Crazy stuff. And he was out here taking stuff and flipping it and giving it back, like a lot of people taking stuff from the white Aryans or European British Israelism or seed serpent stuff and just flipping it around and giving it back to the hood. That's all it is. Flipping the same racism and giving it to the hood. The same pseudo nonsense. Remember, I talked to y'all about that invented knowledge. Get all these books. We come from another planet. The great ones come down here and all of that. Shut up. I'm good. I know what y'all saying. I know what that book's saying, and I know what y'all saying and what y'all teaching. Y'all trying to take what the white people was using against us and try to use it on the white people now. Y'all way down here. Y'all got to come up higher and understand these different beings, different stuff. This is different stuff. This is lies and deception. Go ahead.
You know what I don't understand? It's funny. Remember, Malachi Yoke's supposed to be this prophet that's actually morphing into a god, right?
And can walk through walls and all that. How come that mothership ain't came yet? He's still in Marion. He up no. How come that mothership ain't got him? And this is no disrespect, but this is just like, listen, physician, heal thyself. You've been claiming all of this stuff and saying all of this stuff, so show and prove now you locked up. Feds got you older, 16 years, 18. How come you ain't walked through no wall? How come the mothership ain't came got you? You on the wrong frequency? He on the wrong frequency. Hey, yo, Charles said it's the crack game. It's real out here.
It's real. It's real. Because they did that.
That love him.
They did that the same thing, if I do recall, brother Timothy Drew, Noble Drew Ali, in the early 1900s, I believe 1916, when they said he had supposedly disappeared. He was the same way in jail, talking about he could swallow metal and bite through the handcuffs. And then you also had the same thing go on with L.W. DeLorme.
And thank you. And Fard came on the scene talking about he was what you call it reincarnated. They don't even know why that's how come a lot of Israel talking about reincarnation from that book and all that. They came back using that book because they had to use the book before they started giving them Quran and introduced 5% lessons later on. You know, that history is too long and drawn out. So I understand why some church folks say just love the Lord, just do right and believe on the Lord. Yahweh been Yahweh too. Thank you, Lady D.
Exactly. Yahweh been another one. And I believe he's still in there too, ain't he?
Got them folk. No, he ain't there. Got them folk taking heads. They was down there killing.
Knocking heads off.
The head of a devil. Y'all gotta stop this. The feds are watching. Y'all crazy with it. Y'all crazy with it. This is madness.
David Koresh all over again. David Koresh all
man,
over.
Listen. We gotta make sure that we gotta make sure that we following the truth. A lot of people, they don't know what's going on, so they want to. Somebody said clown college. You ain't lying. And we getting to hearing this stuff on the internet, and this stuff is really spreading. We can laugh and joke because we don't know everything, but we know where we can find some truth, and we're in that book for truth. We're in that book for truth. Now, like my man that I'm going on, I'm gonna have to try to call him tonight. He said he want to get it on with Kevin. Like I said, Kevin, what's the some other cat? I don't even be beefing with a lot of people that claim they don't believe in religion or they're atheists. They're not atheists. They say silly stuff to me. A man wrote that book. Man wrote the Emerald Tablet. Man wrote everything out here. Man wrote all the stuff y'all reading out here. So y'all are doing crazy stuff. I'm just on another level when y'all talk to me about the Bible. And I'm gonna tell y'all something else too. Was that Lacona and them? I think that was Mike Lacona and somebody else, Christians, that was debating the writ. Because I look at the writ differently. Let's just say that than somebody else that's involved in apologetics or whatever. I can look at the writ and I can look at the writ and I can see errors or contradictions in the writ. Because the Bible, and then I would say, I like what Lacona said, because the Bible is not ever free, does not mean that Christianity is not right or belief in Messiah is not right. If that King James Bible is not a good translation, that NIV is a worse translation, that don't mean that by showing contradictions in the book or errors in translation, you're not proving that the book is not right, that the faith is not right. This is what a lot of people get confused, but some people argue. The King James Bible is the holy, pure Bible. There's no contradiction. There's no error in it whatsoever. And then I'm looking at you like, I don't know, boy. I read that book. I see some errors in there. I see some problems in there. I'm going back, looking at the Greek and trying to find out this and that. I'm like, I'm reading and I see problems. Somebody else may not, but I don't even argue that. I believe one thing from looking at the text. I don't have to, well, why he said this happened on this day with the Passover? Was it on Thursday? Was it on the feast of the, I'm not even arguing all of that stuff. Right. I like what he said because you can't say the Bible is not without error, or even if you do feel that there are certain things that came down in the text and it's contradictory, some people would say, that doesn't prove that the faith is wrong. He brought it out in another way. Lacona was saying, men talk different from women. If I'm talking to y'all, I'm going to give y'all the basic facts. Sister E talking to y'all, she going to wild out and get all into the, listen, women like the details. I'm just, I'm talking to my man and them, don't bother me. I'm telling them how it went down. And then she in the corner saying, well, it didn't went down like that because she wanted to give extra details. Men relay stuff different from women. Women want to hear all of the details. What did he do? And he hugged me and we kissed and we walked up to the door above my head. Oh, man, listen, your brother, did you get it or you ain't get it? Men are different. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. That was wrong.
But that's true. That's super true. They want to know everything. You like, I just told you I did do it. They want, the devil is in the details. That's what make it even worse is them details. I don't want to say the details. I did it. Nah, they want to know how you looked at them, what they breath smell like, what they sound like.
Yep. I like what 333 said. He said the original text is without error. I absolutely so. We agree with that. And that's the beef we got. Now, some people say, like Mike, like when you're dealing with Norman Geisler and them, Gary Habermas, all of them, when you're dealing with them guys and they say the original text is without error, somebody that don't know any better, should we say the King James Bible is without error? Of course, somebody, grace and peace, Elder Julius, when somebody else say the text is without error, we got to be honest. I take it a little further. I said, we ain't got the original text. I'm like, but Maria, why you said that to them? That's going to mess up their Christian faith. Why they going to mess up their faith? You going to backslide because we don't got the original text? Then I'll say some tough stuff to cheer them up. We don't got the original text or nothing. That make them feel a little bit better. But some people get offended when you tell them we don't got the original text. I'm not going to lie to you. If that make you backslide, you don't know the King. Now, some people now that's ignorant. That's something like Berean teaching ain't for you. Maybe you need to go back to construction. You'll be talking crazy online. Let me go to this lady house and put this TV up because I'm out here talking crazy. But I'd rather talk about this because I feel this is important. I feel them folk lying. After when I see Damon Dash and them, I'm like, yo, listen, they be sending me links and I be hearing stuff. It be riling me up. It be amping me up. And I'll be like, yo, this dude, listen, we been knew what that emerald tablets. Don't act like we don't know about that. Then somebody else will say, well, I bet your pastor don't know what the emerald tablets is. And then you be like, well, I'm going to go ask him in church. And then we do, we ill with it.
Stupid
right,
stuff.
My pastor never heard of the emerald tablets. That's what I'm talking about. Young Pharaoh on another level. He be killing these pastors. They don't know what time. Boy, listen, you finna get circles ran around you. You finna get circles ran around you, boy. You ain't got the basics down pat.
Man.
This is the problem. This is the problem. When we be saying certain stuff, that's something I warn everybody. Even when we start talking about that, we got to be careful when we start talking about what's paganism, what's not paganism. Well, do you got primary sources on this Christmas thing? Name the sources. This is where the beef come in. Don't say because I heard General Yohana say it's pagan. I got to know for myself. I got to know through these sources if it's pagan or not. Then I got to be careful because I get around somebody knowledgeable. They'll say, like I told y'all the other day, or you got to understand circumcision was pagan too. Uh-oh. Houston, we
hear me thorough.
Ouija. Them stones. Why they had them stones? Houston, we got a problem.
But that's what it is.
Just make sure we got everything laid out. Oh Lord, we done talked her up. Hi, Israelite lady. We done talked up, but she wasn't in here. She just jumped in here. What's going on? Somebody probably said, Berean said your name. You got to do a laugh. Would you like to come on, Sister E? Would you like to come on? Hold on, I see my man hitting me.
Hey, but check this out, B. The Bible, out of every book on earth, is the most transparent book on earth. It's going to tell you everything versus Egyptian, Babylonian, all the other literature from the antiquities. They're only going to show their point of view. That's where you get to that history word is his story. You know, ours is transparent. It's telling you the beginning and the end and everything in the middle. It's letting you know what science can't tell you. You know what I'm saying? But they, you know, want to unvalidate it with this evolutionary theory. And all that is a belief. It's a religion too. Atheism is a belief. You believe that ain't no God. So in that context. But we need these talks.
Yeah, Sister E hit me in the thing right now. My man just showed me something. Hit me in the thing right now. We ain't gonna get on that, but we're gonna talk about 47. We're gonna talk about 47. We're gonna talk about 1947. We gotta talk about all of that.
48. 1948. I sent you that what's name earlier. a little bit on it. I ain't got to get
I gotta
on it.
go back and look into that. You know I'm getting ready to talk
Yeah.
about that. I'm live right now. I'm sorry. They amping me. They amping me. Let me call that lady and tell her that TV already up on the wall. I ain't hiding that cable box today. Because I'm gonna talk about, let me see. If Sister E hit me, we getting ready to go in. Because they already hit me, said that they lied. They was live. They was live. Now I'm gonna take it another way. Berean, look at what they doing. They done tore down the apologists. That's your people, Sister E and them Israelites you standing up for. They tearing down urban apologists and they causing, I don't know. I'm gonna see if she hit me. I'm gonna be quiet and see if she hit me. I'm gonna be quiet and see if she hit me. I told y'all, I'm gonna let y'all know what's going on behind the scenes. Y'all gonna see it. Y'all gonna see it. We gonna see how this whole thing is developing. And things need to be discussed. We're gonna discuss some stuff over here that would offend people. We're gonna discuss some stuff over here, Johnson, that's gonna defend people. Just read the Bible. For God so loved the world. Shut up. I believe God loved the world and all that stuff, but it's other stuff we got to discuss, and it's okay. It's okay.
Correct some things.
Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, go ahead. I want to see because I got to hear this right here.
I like what they talking about because even if I don't agree with everything, most of the stuff I do agree with. They basically just be saying, even though you're apologist and you know the word and you're academically correct, it's the way you present yourself. I heard Mike Heiser talking about earlier this week that a lot of people out here using biblical terms but not biblical definitions, and we're getting a lot of contradictory information because you're not validating points. You haven't researched etymology of words. The Bible says, study to show thyself approved. I think that's where sometimes the discourse comes in that, because you're talking to someone that has studied, not saying myself, I'm just saying in general, you might be talking to someone that has been studying, and then when you come with another ideology that's not even in the Bible, it is going to cause conflict, but it's all in the way. My mother always said, it ain't what you say, it's how you say it. And if people are receiving it wrong, they're not even getting the message. So it's almost like your witnessing is in vain because no one received it because of the way you gave your message. It's okay to correct, but now we starting to correct and put our doctrine over to others. Like, I'm correct, you wrong, you going to hell. But what you arguing about is not essential to salvation. We can have those different views. Period.
All right, here's beautiful truth. She said, who got the Berean? What was it? What's going on? Who got Berean? Here's beautiful truth. You was in there last night. I cannot help them. You was in there last night. Why my people and them hitting me right now? Because y'all know I had to slide to get my chicken wings. Shout out to y'all. I had to slide to get some chicken wings, ice cream, and donuts and stuff like that. Then I was out there talking on the block for a little bit. Then I got back. Why are they hitting me? Why are they hitting me, telling me that Sister E had the Israelites on? But Berea, you shared that platform rocking out with Sister E. Sister E got the moderates on there. But they didn't say the word moderate, excuse me. They didn't say the word moderates. The Israelites on there banging on urban apologists, said we the beast of Revelation, we the devil. Shared the platform. They got a platform, they wilding out and they disrespecting. That's the people that you rock out with. Why they just told me that? I said I walked out on the live and I came back in. I don't know. Sister E, they said y'all was tearing down urban apologists yesterday. You and whoever was on there, they said that's what y'all were doing. And I'm getting a lot of feedback from that right now. I'm telling y'all live and stuff is coming in. I'm telling y'all right now. Let me go put this cable box on and just go rub my head and go rub my head. Because I'm telling y'all right now, they're gonna try to drag me into a Berean, you down with them. Then they're gonna start calling this Illuminati mess. Why would I share the platform and I rock out with Israel? Israel's steep up in here. The church is steep up in here right now. And I don't have no beef with them, but they say they banging on the urban apologists. They don't got no sources for what they saying, but they saying that we the devil, vocab working for the white man. We work for the white man to oppress, to get money off of the church to stop the awakening. I'm freestyling it now. I'm not saying that this was word for word, but I'm telling you what they were saying went down yesterday. That Sister E and Pastor Kelly and I forget, I don't know who the sister is. Was still on there, somebody else. That some other people was on there banging on urban apologetics and setting forth a theory. Brother Julius, I'm not sure if you were on there, but I'm getting hits on my phone right now. I'm talking about Damon Dash and all of this stuff, and they saying people is right there in your circle is going sideways with it. We have no sources, and they provided sources. I'm talking about. I don't know what's going on. You hit me or I hit you when I'm going to put this TV in it. His beautiful truth. His beautiful truth was the breath of fresh air. Let me see. Just family sharing. Oh, she said she openly enjoyed it. I caught the end. I came in a little bit in the beginning, and I caught the end. But people said, I don't know. People say this is what I'm saying. Now you know, since I'll say some names later on. So people that's in the circle, you in that circle, they saying that y'all was standing down urban apologists. I heard Pastor Kelly mention urban apologists. I walked out, but I didn't think it was the beast of revelation. I'm not saying who said what, but that's what they're saying. Now I'll bang on the urban apologists. If y'all got good sources that urban apologists, that vocab is working for the white man and to stop this awakening, we're going to bring it out. We'll bring it on out. Bring it on out. But if it's just speculation, I don't know. Because they just going against or saying something that y'all don't like, I don't know. Bang on the information. Don't bang on vocab and faithful enough because they light skin. Don't bang on black people. Oh, they got black people arguing with black people. When I told y'all Jews argue, Jews get it on. And if y'all are black Jews, and some of y'all over here are black Jews gonna argue and get it on and debate. You know, and the debating isn't nothing new. The Greeks debated. They used to teach the white schools. Y'all know they teach debate in some of these white schools. They teach debate, so that's okay.
They got debate.
If y'all want to do that, that's okay. That's not bad. But I'm telling you what people saying, and you know it's a bad look, yo, Berean. That's this is the E. You saying you riding with her. We ain't seen Major on it, but then the two main Israelite names that you say, and they saying A, B, C, and D. She using her platform. She's sitting back. I ain't going to say the rest of it, but whatever they people feel a certain type of way. I should expect people gonna feel a certain type of way. We all don't view stuff the same way. We all don't view stuff the same way. I personally don't think vocab working for the white folk. I personally, there's a lot of stuff I personally don't think everybody black in America is an Israelite. Y'all can't push that on me. But at the same time, they can't tell me that y'all not saved. So now Berean's stuck in the middle. Grace and peace, John Aristotle. Now Berean's stuck in the middle. Because I want y'all to be fair to them, but now folk doing it. But I know what Sister E probably gonna say. They started banging first. Don't be mad at me. She just gonna finish it, but she from Memphis. She from what am I gonna expect? What am I gonna expect from my people on the block? She from on the block in Memphis. She don't feel she do. I said, then I hit on the side, Sister E, yo, you play yourself. You know you wilded out, right? What did I do? That's the same thing they be saying. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. All right, let me see if she hitting me. Because I'm talking about it. She in here, so she want to jump on. You can jump on. But that's a whole nother thing right there. But I can see it's going to stir more. If that's it's going to stir more. If we got his beautiful truth, if we got to go our separate ways, we have to go our separate ways. I don't really see where anything is. I don't really see where anything is wrong. You believe in Messiah, his beautiful truth. Vince Perry, some people I've come to Mike Schultz, some people I come to rock with, like, yo, we down together. We rocking out together. Y'all don't want the Christmas tree, but I got a Christmas tree at the church. My people got a Christmas tree at the church. It's just this is just what it is. We appreciate Sister Alita. That's just what it is. And y'all heard what what's the brother name yesterday? Y'all heard what he said. Dr. Ken. Dr. Ken said, listen, when he go over his, he's not gonna bring no pork when he go over his Messianic friend's house. They said, just understand we Jewish. Just understand we Jewish.
That's
and I respect that. So I respect, and I think that brought clarity. That's just a better way to look at Pastor Majors, to look at Sister E and them. Y'all ain't got to bang on me. Y'all ain't got to bang on me, but I'm just saying, I'm just, it's a better way to see it. Them people not rocking out with no Christmas tree over there. Don't offend them with no Christmas tree. And that's, exactly. If I bring Christmas gifts to their house, they're going to be offended, and it's okay to be offended because that's not their custom. And that's what Pastor Major said. He followed it because that's his custom. If they want to keep Passover for their custom and they rock out fringes, okay. Just don't push fringes on me. But now, we pray together. We can't even talk now. We can't even talk because we devils, I'm devils, you saved, you ain't saved. Let's not take it into a conspiracy thing. If we can show and prove, y'all know, y'all can say what y'all want. Back in the day, y'all asked, LeRon in here? Is Ron in here? Y'all asked, listen, when James White was starting that stuff, Berea, the first one, vocab, don't play with the culture. Don't play with slavery in the culture. Original man. I got ignorant, and I posted a thing up there, Berea's causing division. Berea, vocab ain't no racist. And I'm like, listen, I don't play with the culture. Automatically, after Ron was like, vocab ain't no racist. Take that thing down. I ain't put it on YouTube. I had it on Facebook circulating a little bit. I'm like, I was just mad for a minute. Because he was over there messing with James White. If I'm doing a drive-by and I'm blowing at you, your man gonna get hit too.
Go get it too.
So James White was talking. So vocab, you ran it. Then you got on here with this other fool. What that other fool? Jay, the producer.
Yeah.
Now I rock out with Jay. I think I had to block him. He was talking some cool stuff to me. I had to block him. I'm sorry. This is what Berean. I'm not playing with it. This is YouTube. This is Facebook. Y'all ain't my friends like that. You saying ignorant stuff. I'm gone. But he is a co-laborer in the thing. So he said himself, and vocab said it, and I feel he was a black man. He should immediately. He ain't gonna giggle about that. Slavery in the U.S. You don't giggle about that. But later on, me and vocab chopped it up. Vocab is cool. Vocab, I ain't got no beef with vocab.
Yeah.
I can't say he's working for the white man and all this to stop no awakening. Nobody can't stop what God doing. If this awakening is real, either it's the greatest deception or on the face of the earth, or this is the truth and this is a big thing that's happening. Either way, I can't act like I'm a prophet and I know everything that God is doing, but I'm gonna say like I really got no proof that he a devil or white people gonna come who paying for vocab to travel. It's the CIA and all. That's all nonsense right there. Let's get out of the bill. Listen, if I'm kingdom people and Sister E kingdom people, we're supposed to build together. We're supposed to pray together. You say in Yahshua name and I pray and close my prayer in Jesus' name. All right, to make everybody happy, all the Bible thumpers, I pray one day, you pray one day. Or we got to go our separate ways. Y'all tell me down in the thing.
That's what's called reasoning.
What she said, what was it? He said Coleman came. Wait, did you hit me? Coleman came with a video with so much error without talking to anyone in my community. All right, I'm gonna tell you what's part of the thing. Part of the thing is, for the most part, Sister E, let me see, do you hit me? Oh, she did hit me. I've been rambling. Oh, she talking gangster. She just sent me the link right now. Send her that link. Send her that link right there. Let her come in here and get wrecked. She peeps. Now, we're gonna try not to use foul language, but people get ready to get mad today. People getting ready to get mad today. But I want y'all to hear everything. Let me call, and this is my sister from church. She going to church tomorrow. She gonna say, he said he was coming to hide my cable box. Lord have mercy. I'm sorry. I can't help it. I like this. I like doing this right here. But we're gonna talk today. Some people are gonna get upset. We coming in here, she's family. You sent her the link? Come in here.
I'm sending it right now.
All right, send her right now. Don't send it to nobody else. Don't send it to nobody. Send to her right now and let her get ignorant. If it gets too ignorant, we're gonna have to call for the elders. I'll get Hollis and them other Black Panther Christians, I'll get them on.
Black Panther Christians.
We're gonna talk about some stuff right now. So that's the thing. Maybe I'm trying to force something, Baker. Maybe I'm trying to force something maybe I'm trying to force something that shouldn't be there. But if for the Passover, we bring in Messianics to come and teach our congregation and we fellowship with them. Not all the time, but if we mingle and we fellowship with them, I don't see where it's a problem that I can't fellowship with Pastor Major and Sister E. Exactly. If they're not trying to get me to put on fringes, if they're not trying to say everybody going to hell that's eating lobster, that's in Red Lobster, or if they're not trying to do that and they're just keeping their custom, why should I bang on them for their custom? That's
there she is.
Where's she at?
Hey, lady.
Hello, lady. Listen, they hit me. They said I left and got some chicken wings and came back, ice cream and all that. And I was talking, so I was in a rush. But when I came back in, y'all were in the group. Why they hit me and they said, y'all are on there, urban apologists. Y'all on there shooting down urban apologists.
Hey,
not saying I'm an urban apologist myself, but why they say, Berean, you don't, Sister E got a little platform, it's getting turned into a zoo. She over 200. They watching. You wanted attention. You wanted them moderates or those whatever words you want to use. You wanted y'all folk to get attention like y'all above General Yohana. We gave the attention to GMS, ISUPK, or IUIC. GOCC was getting all attention, but you wanted the attention because y'all said y'all represent real Israel. That's what she did, Brown. Before I start talking ignorant, hold on, his beautiful.
Look at that look. Look at that look.
Matter of fact, I suffer a woman. Let me mute her for now. I suffer a woman. Mike Shaw, is that what she did? I'm asking y'all right now in the name of the Lord. Charles Worrell, is that what she did? That's what she did. She came on here talking about Kelly and Major and pastors, they're pastors. I respect them. And Pastor Stephen Darby and the lawyer, what's the Nebraska lawyer down there in Louisiana? Omar, she came in here talking about them. And because she felt they deserved light and they represented Israel better than General Yohana and all of them and Bishop Nathaniel and the rest of them, IUIC and all of them.
Are you in court? You in court. Plead your case.
Come on, so you got the floor because everybody hitting me now. Everybody hitting me now.
Tell everybody to get out their feelings. These folks want to put in videos. Adam Coleman and said two things about all Israelites, and I'm sitting here saying, for real? This what
you just hit me. You just hit me talking about you just. But wait a minute. I'm looking at my phone right now. My phone on fire. I'm looking at my phone right now. You hit me talking about what you said now. And said one thing. Can I say what you said? Because you know I'm ignorant. I say it all. I ain't care about none of these folks. She got a hood on. She read. No, I shouldn't do it. Do I have permission, Sister E?
Oh yeah. Crazy.
Oh no, she did it in the thing. She did it in the thing. I don't need her permission. She posted publicly in here. Adam Coleman.
Yeah, he did.
Man, Coleman. I know she's talking about Adam Coleman. He an urban apologist. Came up with the video with so much error without taking anyone in my community. She's talking about black Jews.
Because
she's not talking about Israelite camps. Hey, that's the difference I've been trying to do. Come on, talk. I suffer a woman, but I'm letting you talk right now. I hope Yolanda ain't in here because y'all let you talk, but I'm gonna mute you. I can feel a mutant spirit coming on. Go ahead.
You mute me if you want to. I'm gonna hang up and go back and lay down. But with that being said, everybody wants us to sit and let people just bang on us, and we just sit there and just be like kumbaya. And Adam Coleman. Now, I do admit there are some sects that are in error, but you did exactly what y'all been telling us not to do. Lump. You said all. Does Adam Coleman talk to any of us? Has Adam Coleman said anything to any of us?
I'm not sure. I don't know. I ain't talking to him every day, but I'll chop it up.
But the thing is, you come out with these videos.
As far as you're concerned, everybody, Adam don't build with you. He don't build with people in your circle, right?
No, no, you can't say all. Just like y'all fussed at me when I said all urban apologists. He said all Israelites. And I said, man, wow. So you're going to tell me what I believe in. For real, sir? This how we do this? And that wasn't the reason for me to do that yesterday. But today I was really looking at Adam's video because someone was like, listen to what he said. And when I listened to it today, I said, he did say all. Why would he say all? And then I come on here and I see you going in and I'm like, okay, so I did my thing, which I have a right to do. If apologists don't like it, unsubscribe. That's my whole point. I have a right to speak my views. And what's happening is they want me to shut up. I'm not going to shut up. I'm going to say what I want to say. Now I'm going to do it respectfully because I try my best to be so nice and play in the sandbox. And this has nothing to do with you. And I don't want them to pull you in because you ain't got nothing to do with it. This is just a conversation that we all needed to have as a community. We feel as a community that we get labeled as heretics, we get labeled as all types of stuff, and no one wants to really have a conversation. Has the leader of the urban apologetic community had a conversation with anybody in leadership on my side? No. They say their favorite word is don't give them no shine. So guess what? Don't give us no shine. We good. We good. You ain't got to give us no shine. We ain't asking for shine. So
Yolanda, I'm gonna try not to mute her because I want her, because I'm gonna try. I tell you I felt the mutant spirit, but Yolanda, I ain't want to start no beef because this is just gonna start a whole war. Then it's gonna be men against women and all that. So if I'm not gonna mute Jason, I'm not gonna mute her. But you heard what she said, right? Is it that now, Sister E? I'm gonna keep it 100. After when you heard a year ago, when you heard 9, 10, 12 months ago, whatever it is, when you heard and you came on the scene and you heard that we was going to. Or people in the urban apologetic community was going to get it on with Sinaitic people in them, with the conscious community. Did you or did you not say, I think it'll be a good debate after that debate to debate moderates? Did you say that, yes or no?
I said yeah, and I didn't say moderates, y'all.
Well, all right, moderates, all right, to debate us. When you say us, you don't mean, what? From our understanding, from the time I met you, when you say us, you don't mean General Yohana. When you say us, you don't mean GMS.
No, I do not.
Okay.
Yep, no, I don't mean them because I don't follow them.
Okay, all right, but you do agree that prior to a lot of this stuff, most of what was being said was directed to GMS, ISUPK, IUIC, and all of those people because they control YouTube. Nobody is debating. When you hear Israelites, Black Israelites, they control YouTube.
No,
The only person that would be considered a Black Jew, that's the term I'm using when I say moderates, because they say they were offended. I'm trying not to offend my brothers and sisters. When I say Black Jew or someone say moderate, they're not talking about They're not talking about Stephen Darby. Nobody even knew who Stephen Darby was, but he was talking some blackness and we are the people, but he's preaching Christ. So Stephen Darby, out of all of the moderates that I know, Stephen Darby, out of all the black Jews I know, Stephen Darby is on top. Not to be on Daystar, got video 600,000 views. Only person coming next to him are all of the camps, with all of their videos, including the smallest camps, all the way down to Sakari, GMS, from the biggest camps to the smallest camps. It was them. Nobody else was on the map that was considered a black Jew speaking for blacks, that believe on Messiah, believe he eternal, believe he on the level with the Father, believe in the finished work. Stephen Darby, he was number one. He's on the top on YouTube outside of all the camps. You agree with that?
Yeah, he's sitting at 25 million right now. The man is
all right. So you agree with that. So everybody, a lot of people just think he's a black preacher, black pride. They don't even know that he's a black Jew. Everybody, so a lot of people don't know that. When you came on the scene, Berean got a little platform. We chopping it up. I'm up front talking about people as moderates. Y'all can't judge them. Y'all can't judge them. All Freemasons ain't going to hell. So outside of that, people involved in the urban apologetic community with those people and people that I know, I was by myself saying, don't judge them. From the time I got on Lisa Fields and all of that stuff, and I said, yes, for us people, blacks and Hebrews and this and that, and people been from the gate hitting mace, but that Berean out of control, he got a Hebrew lean, and I've been for, so I can say I've been there from the beginning saying, don't judge nobody. You jump on the set. No, I'm just saying, I'm just laying it out for people that don't know. I know you know. You jump on the set, you come on the set, and you rock out with us. Pastor Major and them, you ain't nothing but the truth. Y'all are my brothers and sisters. We riding out together. People, I was not, that's in the midst of me telling them, don't judge everybody, don't put everybody together. But a lot of them urban apologetics, they backing away from Berean. He talking, he the free man, we don't know what's wrong with him. So they backing away from me, but I don't care, I'm for the people, I'm gonna rock out. So in the midst of that, more people started coming. People saying, well, he is fear. Let's see what he got to say. You know, he'll bang on both sides. So more and more Israel started coming, or black Jews started coming in, listening to the channel, and they see we all building together. We got the guy that's Catholic and all of that other stuff. So people say, well, I can just come here to learn. Even if it's not spiritual growth, I can come here to learn, and I believe the brothers fear. You got a channel. He said, we're gonna get it on. You're going to jump. Of course, we know. And I encourage you to get your channel jumping. Of course, we know that your interest is your people. I said, that's okay. Ain't no problem. Come on and talk about your DNA. Of course, I expected backlash. Yo, she up there. Ain't nobody talking about no DNA. Ain't nobody talking about no blood. And I'm hitting you back. And then you saying, well, y'all ain't questioning the European Jew. And I'm just building up to all of this stuff. So this is where we are now. You got a channel, your channel is jumping, you got a clique of people. I was glad of the fact, I said, well, I like what they're saying. People felt a certain way when Dr. Eric Mason came on. And like I said, anytime I get one of them doctors and stuff, anytime I get somebody educated, I'm going to point them to, like we got that guy yesterday, Dr. Ken Johnson, I'm going to point him towards Israel, covenant theology, dispensational Israel, what's going on with that? I'm going to point him in that direction. So I knew that when you got your channel, you would automatically do that because that's your heart. That's your calling. And my thing, I'll help people in their calling. It's okay. This is important. Now it's come to this. You got a channel. Your channel is jumping. Your people are upset. People are upset and people are saying certain things. I always told you, people come through, people spies, people coming through in different names. A lot of people are, so when I come on here and I see it's 85 people, that don't automatically, it's 85 people, it's going to be, it's a blessing and this and that, because I know agents is up in here. I know it's agents in certain, and I use the term agents loosely. Let's just say that, y'all. I know it's agents in here. And I've always said that, but people want to see how we mingling, what we talking about, what direction, where this thing is going and all of that. Now we've come to this. They say that y'all are saying we're the beast in Revelation. We're trying to stop the awakening. But this is another thing. Even if you didn't say it on your platform, you got black Jews that's saying certain things.
I can't help what people think. I mean, people are making their assumptions off of their interaction with people. What happened is all of us started connecting the dots and started saying, man, this is what we're seeing. This is a universal belief that we get from the urban apologists. Ain't nobody banging on the urban apologists no more than they have banged on us. Now let's be real.
Terry said, call them snitches. Snitches.
My point. But you talk about how the urban apologists do only bang on camps. But just here a couple of months ago, vocab had Pastor Omar, Pastor Kelly, certain ones on a YouTube where he was saying that we got to watch them because they teaching a doctrine as well. And then at the same time, when vocab did his thing and Mr. Blacktastic hopped on and mentioned Major's name, vocab said out of his mouth, "Are you sure he's teaching a good doctrine?" Because
about Pastor Majors?
yes, he talked about Pastor Majors. Vocab did. So what are we supposed? They say that they're going for the camps, but they're not. Vocab made a blanket.
And I'm sorry to cut you off. And to be honest, his beautiful truth. It even went to another level when we got Faithful on here. We got G-Man on here and Sister Cherry. Shout out to them. Nobody, but we might as well put it out for what it is. When we got on here, and I consider them urban apologists, it went to another level. Alton came on here, different people with different views. And G-Man said that they haven't been, then he made a video the day after he was on here, when the whole thing jumped off and we were all beefing, that G-Man did say, well, the moderates, they're going to get more attention because they've been flying under the radar. They preaching the doctrine too. Of course, I'm going to say what Alton said, the Hebrew Israelites been banging on the church. That's a good point. Hebrew Israelites been banging on church. Christmas tree paganism, Alton's right on that. People may get mad, but Alton's right on that. Sister E, are you there? Or you on the phone? They could be them gathering together. It could be them on the phone. The moderates could be on the phone after. We're going to tear it down.
I'm letting my dogs in.
Right.
Now, what did you say?
You see how I threw that in, Jason Brown? You see how you got to throw some scandal in there for YouTube? But no, but we talking and we keeping it 100 right now. While she's gone, let me see if I can read.
I ain't going nowhere. I just want to let my dogs in. I still got my laptop. Now,
how many dogs? I thought you only had one dog.
No, you said you went and made a phone call.
Don't amp her up. Lady B said nobody wants to talk in reason. Yeah, I said talk. Nobody wanted to talk. I said talk. I can say the first two moderates that came to that that came to chop it up was a couple of years ago. That Thrive Frequency Conference. That was the year that I didn't go. That Pastor Major and Pastor Kelly went out there, paid their registration, came in there, nice, peaceful, respectable people. I shouted to Muhammad. I think Muhammad invited them, and they came out, paid their registration, and chilled. But they came to step out to represent, and I thought that was a good. I thought that was a good thing. That kind of touched my heart. I said they came out to fellowship, to see what's what, and maybe, if possible, share their view on what they believe so people can begin to know it's a difference between what they believe and what GMS believes. And I think that's important. But like Lady D said, nobody really want to talk. Just lump all of them people together. I thought the lumping stopped. You said, I didn't hear it. You said Mr. Blacktastic was on vocab show and vocab mentioned Pastor Major. That's what you said. This is what you said. I'll go look at the video, but you said this is public knowledge. It's public knowledge. You said vocab mentioned him, or like some people can say, because G-Man came in here and G-Man said out of his own mouth, it's time to pay attention to the moderates because they've been flying under the radar and they're dangerous. Y'all remember a few years back, Damon Richard did say the moderates were dangerous. I mentioned that. He said that 2 years ago. So for everybody that don't know, this is where it's all coming out to. Urban apologists, you feel, focusing now on the moderates to put all of y'all together still in a some type of strategical move you feel in your heart, sister?
I don't know. I ain't trying to get in them folks' head like that.
You think the Illuminati, you think vocab worked for the Illuminati and the white folk to shut you down?
I don't know who he works for. I don't really care who he works for. I just know that he got real greasy on a couple of days ago.
Greasy is the word she's using, everybody, for the record. Greasy is the word she's using. Okay.
That means slick. He got real slick while Mr. Blacktastic was on there. And I think he did not know Mr. Blacktastic majors. If you go back and look at the video,
Okay, I will.
So that's why I'm sitting here saying everybody's talking about Sister E video, but ain't nobody checking their own community. In order for us to talk, their community needs to get put in check as well. So so this is my thing now. You hear? Listen to me. So Sister Smith. So you're still under the impression
that the urban apologetic community wants to talk and dialogue with Black Jews, with moderates? You're under that impression?
Yeah, that's funny.
Or you're forcing that on them when I told y'all might as well keep it moving. Them folk ain't thinking about y'all.
They're not thinking about it, but they still want to produce.
But you wanted attention. You got attention. And a lot of the attention is on the moderates. A lot of attention is on the whatever, because of you, Miss Lady Israel. Because of you. I'm not saying I'm mad at you. I'm not saying I'm mad at you. I'm not saying you're going to hell. This is just now you want the attention, you got the attention.
I've been had the attention. I ain't bothered about the attention.
Oh, y'all hear that? Yolanda, where Yolanda? This your girl. She said, that's that Memphis attitude. Y'all look at her good one. Let me see if I can play that back. She said, I've been had the attention. Jason, you heard her? I don't think the rest of them heard her. You heard her?
Jason to cut some hair. Why he's sitting there?
Tell it on herself.
Oh, that's right. He at work. You the barbershop. Shout out to all the barbers. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to all the beauticians right now, because y'all
Especially mine. She did a good job, so I'm happy. But
go ahead, sis. Go ahead.
You know what? These folks, they love when I do.
Don't do me a favor. The one thing, please don't play innocent. Sister, don't play innocent.
When Sister E act up, they gotta call Berin. Berin is my handler.
But I told y'all they be hitting me. I get all of the hate. I get everything. I be like, now y'all got then, and then the thing that get me mad, then the people in here, they go snitching. Guess what Berin and them are saying? And other people like, yo, I gotta come through and see. They make up different screen names and they coming in here, and the other ones are just pop on up in here. Shout out to the urban apologists. Shout out to everybody. I'm the only fool out here with a few of y'all, Lady D, Sam, Perry, that's saying, let's everybody sit down and let's just talk. Let's just figure this out. If we love Jesus, by this shall all men know that ye are my disciples. G-Man said, Sister Foster, grace and peace, prophetess. G-Man said, some of them hate to say the name of Jesus. The people I know, major of them say Jesus' name.
I say Jesus all the time.
People I rock out with say Jesus' name. But it's because these people don't really know. It's because we don't need to really pay the moderates no mind right now, because the danger are the camps. And if you're at war, you deal with who's the most dangerous, who's a problem, who's the real problem. We got to admit the camps are a problem.
There ain't nothing we can do. It ain't like we can.
But then other people say that y'all are more of a problem because y'all got people like me fooled. If Berin had more discernment, he wouldn't have Major and that other girl on.
Oh, folks kill me. They act like
they don't even want to say your name like Jesus' name. That other girl.
They don't. That'd be funny. They don't want to. They say her. They make little comments. I be like, oh, they real greasy. They don't like me. I said, when a person don't want to say your name, they can't stand you, which I'm fine with. When you say I'm Memphis, that's one thing I will say about Memphis. You can be thick-skinned. You don't care about what nobody say. But you don't have
I'm sorry. Alka said, Brother Berin is the only platform that have these discussions. I think the discussions are good. Apparently, it's relevant to have because people do come.
Tell them if they got a problem with what we're saying. Come on, Sister E. We can all have dialogue.
Say that again. Say that again.
If I have a problem with Sister E and the things that I'm saying, come on, let's talk, Sister E. Let's talk. That's the purpose. Let's talk. It's not.
She said 1 Peter 3:15. That's what we need to look at. Go ahead. Now y'all heard what she said. She said she's willing to talk. Grace and peace, progress. She said she's willing to talk. She's willing to talk. So my thing is, for the record, for the urban apologists, or for the other people that's listening, for the people that's even on the fence with Black Jews, not the camps. When I say Black Jews, I'm talking about the Pastor Kelly, Pastor Major, Omar, Stephen Darby, all them other folk, Perry, all them other folk that's up in here. Everybody since Sunday come through Sunday seminary. Everybody's on Patreon. That's Israel. When we talk about them, well, for the record, Sister E, for the record, I want to hear what your position is for the record. Did anybody say that we're the beast in Revelation, that the urban apologists are connected with Revelation or the devil in any way? Did I miss some of that? Or I got to go back and watch the whole video.
Go back and watch that because I didn't catch it. I ain't gonna ever.
Do you remember anybody saying that?
I don't remember it, but I can go back and look and check and see. And we can go back and talk to people if they want to, but people are sensitive. People get out their feelings.
So can we expect more of this from you and from your community?
Actually, I'm going to have other conversations. The Calvinist not going to talk to me. I've been trying to get a Calvinist on, and we're going to have a conversation about who the people, like a PJ and a Calvinist. Let's all have a conversation and talk about doctrine. I'm not just gonna have Israelite community on there. I think people think they should, oh, she's just gonna have Israelite community. No, it's not gonna just be them. Now they will be on there. We will have dialogue. What's going on is the urban apologetic community don't like nobody to disrupt what they're doing. They don't like that. Sister E is causing problems. Sister E has issues with us. I don't have an issue with you all. I have an issue with the way y'all have been handling certain people. Y'all want to put me in check and want me to get quiet. But I need for y'all to check people like Vocab Malone. I need y'all to go and check people like G-Man. I need y'all to go check y'all own camps in y'all group, because y'all got little camps too as well. But y'all don't want to check them. Y'all just want us to shut up, put our hands in our pocket, and let y'all beat us up. No, come on now. I can't do it. I'm good though. I'm gonna be nice on your platform. I hope you still love me, Brian. I still love you, sir. Don't be looking like that.
God, in the name of the Lord, the blood, I plead the blood, Father God, show me right now where the devil at. I hope the devil, well, let me see, back on Go Conspiracies and Lies, post when Dr. Mason was on this platform. When I remember when Dr. Eric Mason came on, he did say something about, and it looks like I see them doing that, like they need to just state what they believe. That'll help separate them good.
And the thing is, y'all have
earned. Cherry Love said, what time and what day? For what? I would just say, I don't know. I might have to hit vocab. We gotta figure some stuff out. Now, and if we're gonna do it on here. Yeah, like I say, y'all know Mason honorary member. I might have to hit vocab just to see what's what. What would make you happy? Speak for Israel right now. Speak for the Black Jew right now. What would make you happy, little Israelite lady? I'm sorry. That's not condescending. Well, just for the record, let us hear. Since the Cherry is in here, I'm sure G-Man will get it. There's some other apologists in here. Israel is in here. Please talk to us right now. What would be fair? What would make you happy? What would you think God would have us to do?
I would love for everybody to sit down and have dialogue. That's all.
Everybody like who? Say some names. Faithful, Sister Cherry, G-Man, Vocab, Eric Man. Say some names right now. You can say names in here.
Let me talk. Jesus.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna mute myself. People are gonna be disruptive like Cherry. No, she's not allowed. So tell her, no, you're not invited, ma'am. You have no order about yourself. Until she gets some order, she's not invited. But no, I do.
Can I cut you off for a second? This last time, Yolanda, I'm not going to cut her off. I have not been muting her. You can say what you want. I heard Sister Cherry on talking to Sister Cherry. I think she'll do it. I'll speak up for her. I'll co-sign Sister Cherry. I think she'll speak good. She was on not the Bible answer, man. Who she was talking to the other day? Mike, what's his name? Brown. Ask Brown, whatever his name is. I can't remember his name right now. The other guy. I think she don't holler all the time. I'll co-sign for if she will allow it.
She ain't gonna cut up on them good white folk platform. Come on now.
It was a white man, but it was Talk to You, Blog Talk Radio or something.
I ain't finna cut up on that platform. She gonna act ignorant with everybody.
So she know how to. I'll co-sign for her, but go ahead, name some other names.
I'm not gonna waste my time talking about her because I got other things to talk about other than her. And I hope she does that. But like I said, we can have. I have no act right. But I mean, it starts with, like, for instance, when Adam Coleman and those individuals make those comments. Who have they talked to? Have they talked to anybody in my community? Who have they come across? This is something, we've talked about since I first came, that I would love for the guys to sit down, if it be the leadership like Eric Mason's and the Adam Coleman's and all of them and Damian Richardson. Well, I doubt if he'll come. But them having conversations within our leadership group and sit down and have dialogue. But nobody wants to have dialogue. Everybody want to sling mud.
So that's the main thing. That's the main thing that got you. Hold on, let me look at because I know my phone. I don't put my thing on mute. The main thing that got you is that Adam would mention a video and put all of y'all in there, and that Vocab was on a video and he mentioned Pastor Major or moderates' names, and G-Man said he was going to give more attention to the moderates because they're dangerous and all of those things that's trouble you without sitting down and talking. That's the main thing that you did. That's the main thing that's bothering you right now, right?
My question is this: what if they're doing the same thing? Why are they upset about me doing something? What they want you to do to me? Tell me to be quiet?
Nobody can tell you to be quiet. So I don't. They will condemn you, damn you to hell for first. Maybe they want me to do that. I got to call them. They may want me to do, but and that's where the problem would come in. Who can say who's saved and who's not saved? Maybe we're just having a disagreement. Maybe I'm saying maybe we just got to, you know. But all of this stuff that ain't going to work out, but through talking. You agree with that?
Oh, 1 second. Hold on. Somebody getting real greasy.
Joe, I told, and then that's another thing, Brown. I told her when she come on here, don't read the comments. Don't read the comments. And she come on here and still want to read the comments.
Don't nobody want her that word, girl.
I'm not playing. Oh Lord, let me see. Okay.
You go to the same 10 scriptures that I learned. So.
All right, sister. All right, sister. I told you don't. I told you to keep what you call it.
I'm not gonna look at.
No, nobody cussing. Nobody cussing.
No, I don't. I'm not finna cuss. She only cuss. I'm not finna cuss.
Oh, Father God, did something else you want to talk about, lady?
Really, I got on because you was talking about the show. I mean, the show was good. Everybody got a chance to talk. And if you look at it, we're not really bashing. What we're saying is you all are not hearing what we're saying. You're hearing what you want to hear, and you're running with it rather than saying, okay, maybe okay, Kelly did say the Son is eternal. Major said the Son is eternal. Sister E, I almost said my government name, but I don't really care. But Sister E said the Son is eternal. Tayu said, so okay, these guys said that. Let's move on to the next thing. But they're not hearing us. They're hearing what they want to hear and they're running with it. That's my whole thing. They too busy looking at my show to say, oh, she's talking about the urban apologists and not really listening to what we're saying. What we're saying is y'all not hearing what we're saying. You're hearing what you want to hear so that you can go ahead and produce videos and bash us. The thing is, if you didn't have us to bash, who would y'all have to bash? The Muslims? But
urban apologetics bash on urban things, the conscious community, which the camps are part of, because they discuss this race thing, this white Jesus, good ship called Jesus, black issues, why so many blacks are walking away from the Bible. Is the Bible the white man's religion? That's all the things that urban apologists talk about. I hear y'all acting to sound like urban apologists, something the white man brought up. We came to answer questions that Frank Turek ain't answering, that Rabbi Zechariah ain't answering in our community. They ain't got to come police us. We can discuss our own things without Frank Turek and all of them, Gary Habermas and all of them other apologists.
That's fine. But yet and still, everybody got a right to their view. Some people in my community do see that as being some form of white supremacy, because he made a great point, and that's Dante Fortson. He's a cool guy. He made a great point, and he said, most we see, and it is true, the most we see coming from the urban apologetic community is a lot of banging on the Black communities. But if you look at some of the people within the urban community, urban apologist community, they got different beliefs. How are you gonna bang on us and y'all got Calvinists in y'all community? Come on. Ain't nothing wrong with
Calvinists. What's wrong with Calvinists? Calvinists going to hell? Calvinists are many. What difference does it make?
I haven't judged y'all, but y'all do have different belief systems within y'all own community. There are some things in Calvinism that I don't agree with. But yet and still y'all able to work together. Ain't nobody banging on y'all about that. There's a lot of people that think that Calvinism is crazy. Even a guy yesterday, I don't know his name, even said Calvinism.
Why you don't know his name? Because he's white? His name is Brother Ken Johnson. He's our brother. He's a brother in Christ. Oh, you don't like white folk? Oh, you don't like white folk? She out here preaching the white man is the devil? You see how people are switching up?
Don't you say that. Because you know what? One of my best friends whites.
That's what the white folk always say. I got black friends.
No, one of my closest friends. She's white. We tight like that.
Somebody said I didn't like Adam's video either. I didn't even let me go look. I tell you, I don't even really be looking at people for that. I got to go look at the videos now because y'all got me.
Not interesting. I mean, everybody has a right to their views. Adam has a right to his view on his channel. I have a right to my view on my channel. If you don't like my channel, unsubscribe. Don't and get mad at what I say on my channel. It's like you saying you mad at what I'm saying in my house. Come on,
is that now listen to me. Watch me, Jason. Is that the Christian attitude to have? No. Yolanda, you heard what I just said to her? Is that the Christian attitude to have, Israel, woman of God? Is that the great attitude to have?
I was being very Christian-like. We just spoke openly about things. That's very Christian. Nobody was cussing. Nobody was being disrespectful. You know,
I'm sorry,
Lady, you say Christians, damn other Christians to help. Lord.
Can I chime in, please?
Please do. Please.
I see. Sister E, as far as your channel, I'm agree with you. We have a constitutional right of free speech. If you don't like it, don't listen to it. Now, when it comes to somebody rebutting what you said or what you say, it should be Christian of us to be able to sit down at that moment and reason. Now, you know, we have our own views. You know how Berean have his own view. I got my own view. You got your own view. When you're on your channel, you're voicing your opinion. Now, as a Christian, if another Christian comes against your opinion or something is doctrinal, then y'all should be able to have a Christian conversation, because one of the main commandments is to love your neighbor. And if we can't even talk, how can I say I love you if I can't even talk to you? I'm not saying that you do that. I'm just saying this is a general statement for all. You know, if that is my neighbor and I'm to love my neighbor, I should be coming with compassion off top. I want to see how I can relay my point in the most humble way and also receive your point. So when we both leave, it's not like I feel like he thought I was wrong or he right and I'm wrong. It's not that. We can agree to disagree, but it should never be no love lost. You know, one go to one channel banging, the other one go to the other channel banging. I'm not saying that's what y'all doing. It's just, that's just what it seems. And then that just makes outsiders look at the church like, you know, nothing changed. We're supposed to be the set apart ones. And if we're preaching that we're set apart, we're supposed to be outside of the normal way that the world operates. That's just my comment on in general. That's to anybody. If you're apologist, if you Israel, if you atheist, if you know, whatever, just when we're talking about our own views, there should be reasoning, because you got to understand everybody comes from a different walk of life. So our perceptions and our perspectives are going to be different, but we can't say that our word is the gospel. I'm not saying you said, I'm just saying we can't do that. So we should be able to come. I don't mind having conversations with anybody, because eat the meat and spit out the bone. If I don't agree, you know, it's not no big issue. As long as I know that you still, you know, we got the foundation. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It's just people make it bigger than what it is, because controversy sells. Now, we ain't gonna get away from that. Controversy sells. If I got a platform, I'm trying to get views. You got to talk about things that spark interest. You know, so I would just say don't get discouraged on either end. Sister Cherry and them, you know, all the other apologists, we're gonna agree. We're gonna have to agree to disagree, but we can do it in love. You're not gonna go to hell because I don't think the way you think.
A lot of people feel, hold on, a lot of people feel, I don't know, you know, I don't want people to feel that, you know, Berean is, you know, deceived by them, or Berean is, you know, just gonna let all type of folk in from the Black Power movement, and he don't love white folk. They don't love white folk, because we talk race, we talk controversial issues over here. But I think stuff got to happen in stages. I think what Dr. E did say, that y'all should, and nobody should be offended with that, if you do want to separate yourself, because a lot of people, I'm going to tell y'all right now, in the urban apologetic community, feel you, Kelly, and all of them, you friends and family with Johanna, General Johanna and them, Nathaniel and them, you ride with the doctrine, revelation, rape people, that you're not going to speak against that doctrine. I know you say you don't, but y'all want to ride and jump over there and be accepted over there, and divine prospect and stuff. People, we don't know Zion Lex. We don't know what folk believe. We just all Hebrew. We all black folk. We all black folk. Damn the white man. This Berean talking right now, and that's what a lot of people feel. And so y'all want to be everywhere. Then y'all want to come and y'all want to grace the platforms in the church and Baptist folk, charismatic folk, and y'all just want to be everywhere and accepted everywhere without laying down what your doctrine is. I feel we can come, we can sit down, we can talk. People already got their minds laid up. Berean, if you deal with them, you know, dust the feet off your ground. They come in with another doctrine. They come in with another gospel and all of that stuff. I don't feel that way. Some people can start saying, Berean, you see how you came in there and you chilling, sharing a platform with her, saying their name, trying to shine light on them. Then they over there tearing down the urban apologist. It's coming to bite you in the behind. That's good for you. We told you that if you had the Holy Ghost, you would know they devils, and the devil is coming out of Sister E. Wait a minute. Let Berean finish. I got to mute her now. Yolanda, I got to mute her because I'm talking now. Yolanda, I don't care if you get mad. I'm talking now. So I feel if you're right, Adam Coleman made a video without talking to y'all. People make videos all the time. You hear me talking about young Pharaoh and them polite them. I ain't think about them. I'm gonna do what I'm doing. And can't nobody stop me doing this here, unless y'all trying to call them feds to shut me down. I'm gonna talk that talk. But out of respect for the community, if we're in there and we want to have an understanding. Because other people have said, Berean, I'm gonna tell you A, B, C, and D. If we all moving from different backgrounds, some people Baptist, Reform, some people this, some people that, and we all down with whatever, we're speaking against the black causes, the good ship Jesus, we're speaking against Sinetta, and we're considered urban apologists. All Kelly and Sister E and Major, all of them want to do is come over here and get some light. They want to get what's the word, recognition from us. Now that offends some people right in there, but I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm gonna just keep it 100. If you don't like it, keep it on, keep it moving. I'm putting it out there for y'all to hear, and some people feel that way. I feel, listen, if they are believers and we are believers, and we all speak on so many of the same issues. Major, I tell people he's my counterpart over there. He speaks to Hebrew people concerning the Bible not being messed with. He speaks to them concerning that. So I just feel maybe we should have all got together. Maybe Adam shouldn't drop no videos. They shouldn't lump y'all together, which I've been saying they shouldn't lump people together, but folk ain't trying to listen to me. They y'all devils. Another gospel is another gospel. Maybe in the form, in the midst of you all attempting to let people know what your doctrines are, all of the people that I mentioned, consider moderates, because like I said, we got moderates and we got people, urban apologists, be like, I know they hit me, they be like, what is that dude, Divine Pride? I don't know. Where's our Lex fit into this whole thing? I don't know. We one day at a time, sweet Jesus. That's all I'm asking them. That's how I'm moving right now. So we're no. Her hand is up. I suffer a woman. So we're trying to figure some stuff out. So maybe in the midst of them formulating and saying what they believe, maybe in the midst of we got to sit down and we got to talk to them. You said Mr. Blacktastic was talking to Vocab, and then he mentioned what you call it, but at least he got on there to talk to him. That's just little things. Y'all can say what y'all want. Vocab, I see Vocab talking. You see me in the hotel, I suffer one. I hit my own button. And so now if Vocab is building with the young, what's a young light-skinned brother from Shikari? I've seen him sitting down building with him. I've seen him building with Gorilla Hebrew. So y'all can't act like Vocab don't want to build now, to let y'all speak what y'all doctrine are. They talked about, put your hand up, put both hands up for Jesus. You're going to wait till I'm finished, Yolanda. I'm not disrespecting her. I want to ramble a little bit. So she'll make, come on, I'm let her talk, or she'll make me forget what I wanted to say now. I was going good too. And she put her hand up.
No, all I'm saying is, that's just like me saying this, that slandering someone without talking to them. Now, if you don't know anything about this man, because he's done this already with Pastor Omar, he put his foot in his mouth with Pastor Omar, and he had to come back and retract his statement.
Did he apologize and correct it?
No, the way he apologized was a little shaky, but he made an attempt to apologize. And when I saw it, I said, that's not a real apology. But hey, at least Pastor Omar got that much. Jason All-Star. But I mean, you made a statement about a man you have not had a conversation with. That's the first thing. At least the people I'm talking about, I didn't had a conversation with, and I know what their level of ignorance. But he has not had a conversation with this man. He made a statement on a public platform, which y'all fussing at me about. So Steve, don't do that. He did it. And nobody's holding him accountable. Majors has said that he believes the Son is eternal. How many times has Major been on this platform saying what he believes in, and everybody was good with it? Did Vocab not see your videos, or is Vocab making his own what he want to say? But
in all fair, I don't know how to look at it, but to be honest, you do agree when we say Vocab, most people understand Vocab go after One West doctrine. If they're just coming into light with black Jews or moderates or whatever word we're using here, this stuff is just really, really, really coming to the forefront now with you coming on here, me talking about Major, having Pastor Kelly on here, and it's just really coming to the forefront. So we're trying to, stuff is just in the process of happening now. You agree with that a little bit?
No, because
you may feel it's a long time coming, but it at least something is happening. But so you do agree when Vocab talk, for the most part, he's talking about, you said now he's mentioning Omar, different people names. But
before I came on the scene. He did the Omar thing before I came on the scene.
No.
Yeah, I wasn't on the scene yet. Because if I was on the scene, I would have said something. I wasn't even on the scene. So this conversation, I mean, when he been doing this for a minute, but I don't think I was on the scene. Let me go back and check, but I don't think I was on the scene, because if I was on the scene, I would have said something. But
Somebody else, you would say vocab go after Israelites, period. Now, if if that's wrong, if you're going after Israelites, period. You can't be going after all Israelites, because all Israelites don't believe the same thing. And this is all part of what we got going on right here. Boy, I'm gonna tell you what, the few people that I know that do respect me, that don't want to come on, because some people, to be honest, some people don't want to talk. Some people believe, no, I want to be on, because some people, they want to get engagement. So they be like, I ain't getting no engagements. If I'm over there and they see me on Berean TV, they ain't gonna invite me to no. You got some regular reform black pastors out here be like, you've been on Berean, you around, we don't need that fool. We don't need none of that talk over here in this church. So whoever do want to come on, if you said we all need to talk, Sister Cherry is in that community. G-Man is in that community. Faithful is in that community. Vocab is in that community. Adam Coleman is in that community.
If you bring Sister Cherry and you bring,
don't you know you don't? No, you don't, woman of God. No, you don't. Not with the Holy Ghost, you don't. Not with the Holy Ghost, you don't. You're gonna sit down, you're gonna talk, and you're gonna be nice. And you're gonna be nice in the name of the Lord Jesus with a J.
What?
I said you're going to be nice. You're gonna come and talk.
I'm gonna be nice, but the law, if she don't start hollering, but
it's not going to. She know this is so important. This is above you and church. This is above y'all. So y'all got to know. Say what you got to say.
I'm not talking.
What you just said? What you said? My mother? What you just said?
I'm not talking anymore. It makes me angry, so I'm not doing that. And that's I don't need to be angry.
Crazy.
If she comes on and we can work everything out, and it's good to talk. We all need to hear it.
She said we're going to hell anyway. What's she gonna talk to us?
Father God, sister, your attitude's not one that want to talk.
She said we going to hell anyway.
Well, maybe she don't have a clear understanding, and after we work it out, she'll be like, oh, okay.
She's still gonna say we're going to hell. I bet
her mind can't change. Her mind can't change.
I bet you $40 right now. Put $40 on the table. We can sit here and have the.
So you a betting Israelite too? So you a betting Israelite too?
Yes, she a betting Israelite. Hold on, my man. Hold on. Oh Lord, am I Wait a minute. I'm sorry, y'all. This is not. Listen, and if y'all think. All right. They're giving me in the video. They're giving me in the video. I'm gonna go back. I got a lot of videos to look at, and I got a class tomorrow. But we got some of this stuff. Somebody said, "Cherry Love, who are you to him?" All right, no, that's something else. All right, sister. All right, so Sister Cherry, you heard it. I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna hit G-Man. I'm gonna reach out and see what happened with Adam. I'm gonna look at the videos first. Dr. Aaron, you got some explaining to do tomorrow. They seen the videos, they got some questions, but that's a whole nother thing. Shout out to you and the family. Says Cherry Love, my point is back your position up with the Bible. Okay, that might be some side conversation, but apparently we got it. If your hearts are right now, if you think whatever you're doing and it's the Lord's will, we do have to sit down. Like I said, everybody, the whole thing got me tight. But Faithful said he'd take over and he overtalked people because he wanted to get his point out. Faithful, G-Man, Sister Cherry, Adam, Vocab, whoever, we all just got to get out here and just lay this thing down. Pastor Major, shout out to Pastor Kelly. I unblocked you. Forgive me of my ignorant behavior, brother. Pastor, excuse me. Sister Cherry.
Well, what she gonna do is what she did to tell you. Show me
how you know good. How you gonna listen, Sister E? Sister E, I'm gonna tell you what, we're gonna pray. You're gonna get your spirit right. I feel a cross spirit. That's what my mama used to say. I feel a different spirit right now. Something that jumped on you. I got questions for her. Okay, that's good. We're gonna question respectfully, but at the same time, we're laying out the doctrine. So I'm telling y'all, Berean's main thing. I would like to help the Black Jews or who consider the moderates to get their doctrine out there. So not only Christian apologists, Christians, when y'all run into y'all family members at the cookout and they say they're a Black Jew, or they say they won't call themselves moderates, but to distinguish them, I would like to help them distinguish themselves from other people that believe in a rape doctrine, a reincarnation doctrine, that Jesus is beneath the Father. I want to help them. So in that way, in the talking, people can see other ones that are on the shelf, because a lot of people don't know. There's a lot of people out here that's in the middle with the Bible. Who do they consider themselves Israel? Where does the DNA fit in? That don't even go to church. Some that go to church are looking into things, and some that don't even go to church. So I want to try to help everybody and kill two birds with one stone. Figuring out what Black Jews believe, moderates believe, and when I say moderates, I'm talking in the likes of Pastor Kelly and Sister E and Pastor Majors and Omar and all of them and everybody else that I did not mention. Everybody else. And two is the second thing. Let them speak to apologists and questions so they can see as all believers in the book, as all believers in Messiah, how we work things out. So I'll tell Alton, I'll tell G-Man, don't come on here telling Major he don't believe the Son is eternal. Because a lot of us in the apologetic community, oh, you got to question it the right way because we want to go down in history like Constantine and them, Eusebius and them. We got to go down in history, Athanasius. Well, what do you mean eternal with the Father? He done said 4 times, twice on the show, that Son is eternal with the Father on the same level. You can't keep the Sabbath. You can't stop eating pork and go to heaven. They don't say things over and over, but we're gonna get it again on public forum for the whole record, for the whole world to see. And they're gonna write up something saying, listen, all of us believe that. We want to see if Pastor Kelly believed the Son is eternal, Sister E believed the Son is eternal. We already know all of their positions on the Christmas tree, so we ain't even got to discuss that. But we want to talk about other major doctrines, and then we'll ask Faithful. Because I did ask Sister Cherry and them, have you ever met a moderate that was saved? I asked Faithful. Faithful said, well, we got one, me and Michelle Turner, we got one in our group over there. If you got, because I'm a little leery, if you've been doing apologetics for a minute and you met a bunch of messianics and you only believe that 1 or 2 of them are saved, I got a little problem with that. But if they believe all of the major tenets, Adam Coleman, you're going to sit here and hear everything that Pastor Kelly said, all of this stuff right here, and you're going to say he's not saved. I'm not saying that Adam said they weren't saved, but there are people in the urban apologetic community that feel you're not saved. But if you believe everything and you confess everything that they believe and you're still saying they're not saved, somebody gonna walk away a devil and a liar. Because if we say you got to believe these 10 things in order to be saved, according to the Bible and our understanding of the Bible, shout out to LeBron, we're going to get him on here too, and we're just going to lay it all out. Because LeBron being the community, but there's a level of respect that a lot of people got for LeBron, maybe because he let them talk, however you look at it. Shout out to LeBron. A lot of people respect him, so we're going to get him on there too. I think that's fair. I don't know what else to say, Charles, Yolanda, Sister Cherry. I don't know what else to say, but this is how we got to try to work it out in this type of way. Do y'all have any suggestions? Do y'all agree with that?
I agree.
Do y'all have any suggestions? Do y'all have to agree with that? Is Elder Jeff on? Would he like to, if there's anything I'm not forgetting, I'm mentioning people names that's not in here right now. Y'all can hit me if there's anything y'all want to clear up, or if y'all want to come on as we do it. Are we going to have to do it in a series of things? Are we going to have to keep the number of people down? Because if we have a dozen people or 20 people in here, or 18, and 9 believes this and 9 believes that, it could turn into a madhouse quick fast. Come on, Jason, you want to say something?
And I'll say, I would say we only want that because there's more interaction with the Black Jews. Because if you just made that blanket statement, it could seem like we are just segregating y'all, saying, well, we don't need the white Jews to validate what they believe.
You break it up a little bit. He's not talking
they're not in our circle.
He's breaking up a little bit. But I do agree with that. Are we harder on our own people? Are we harder on our own people? Sister E did bring that up, that we don't question European Jews about DNA, because DNA is a heavy thing. DNA is a heavy thing among us.
Yeah, it is. And my thing is this. I've said this again.
I agree with you, Alton. I'm sorry. We should only do a few at a time.
Yes, as my belief as being a follower of Jesus Christ is no different than yours. And no different than anybody. The only difference is who I believe far as I am, as far as a nationality. This is something that I've said numerous times. My nationality, I consider myself to be an Israelite. Now, is there a prophecy that the Israelites plus everyone else who are up under Jesus Christ will go back to the land? Correct. There is a prophecy. We can't deny that there is a return prophecy. That's the only thing I think that's different. But far as my walk and my belief system has not changed. It's still the same. So I'm sitting here saying, when we get done with this debate, what's going to happen is they're going to say, do you believe that Jesus is eternal? Correct. Do you believe that in the laws? I have to explain that in the Holy Spirit, I believe that we have understanding and guidance in how to live. That's my law. They're going to ask me the same question. So what else are you going to ask me? You don't believe you're an Israelite. Okay, that's your opinion.
All right, now wait a minute. Yeah, we love you too, Sister Cherry. We're going to work it out. We're going to work it out. And if we got, I'm gonna tell y'all. Listen, where Yolanda and them at? Let me tell y'all something. If we all got the Holy Ghost, it's going to work out. I'm gonna tell y'all, let me get mystical on y'all right now. If G-Man and Sister Cherry got the Holy Ghost, the faithful to God got the Holy Ghost, vocab got the Holy Ghost, we gonna work it out. Paul and them had beef later on, they got back together. They talked, and they got back together and brought John Mark back. Come on now, read the book that we all read. Read the book that we all love. Let's talk about that book right now. Let's talk about this good book, and it's going to get together. I just ask that nobody come with a made-up mind. We're humans. We're going to come with a preconceived notion. They feel y'all folk ain't saved. There's some people, not everybody. Some people feel y'all ain't saved. They want to come and they want to hear it. And they'll, even afterwards, I'll say they'll be looking at videos to see if y'all pushing nationality and salvation. They'll be looking at stuff. I know what they'll be looking at because I know what I would look for now, or we'll put it all out there. But I think it's, do you think this is needed, Sister E? Do you think you can do this, Sister E?
We cannot, but the thing is.
She said we cannot?
No, listen to what
let me mute myself. Let me mute myself.
I wish I could. I can't mute you, but with that being said, when you come to a table and have dialogue, everybody has to be open for dialogue. If you come with a preconceived notion of ready to bang and shoot it down, and I don't want to have nothing to I don't want to have nothing to say. They wrong, they devils. Why are you gonna bring that to the table when it's gonna create a hostile environment? Because once the environment is hostile, no one will want to talk. Now, I deal in where I have to set up meetings. It's good to have different viewpoints, but when I usually have people in the room that does not bring any value to the table, but take away from the table, I exclude them from the conversation, because we will get nowhere but back into the same hole we was in at first. Bringing in everybody to the table is not going to be beneficial. Sister Cherry has already stated her point. She thinks that not saved.
Oh my goodness.
No. The only reason we're saying this is because you brought her up. And I'm just saying this. When you've already set it in your head that someone is unsaved, why do we have to have a conversation? In a discussion, I'm not saved. In your viewpoint, I'm not saved. We good. And I'm a walk in peace. We're going to agree to disagree, sis. I have no beef with you. But if you want to get on here and you want to dialogue, you got to understand that I have never called her unsaved. I call her a little loud, but I have never called her unsaved. And I'm going to be open to have dialogue. But if you come to the table screaming, you're not saved, you know what I'm finna do? I'm finna do what I did last time. I'm not playing no games with her, period.
She's not, and I told you, I'm co-signing Sister Cherry. She's not doing that. Sister E, first of all, why do you sit in a dark room? Men love darkness because their deeds are evil. I'm like a pause this way. You see that? I got it right there. I felt the spirit with that one. She turn on the light. Jesus loved the light. Jesus is the light of all right now. Come about that darkness. Dark movie theaters.
Can y'all hear me now?
All right now. Oh, all right now. But all right, so Sister E, all right, but we're gonna come. Everybody got preconceived notions, but we're gonna come and we're gonna try to all just work it out. I'm agreeing with Alton. I think we're going to do a series of a few people, just a little bit at a time, just to say it. A little bit at a time, just to say it. I'm going to hit you. I got to go put this on. I got to go do this work for my homegirl. But and if there's anything else, y'all, we're gonna. Now, I hope nobody's offended. Sister, are you okay? I hope your spirit is not troubled, because these are all believers discussing stuff, and we're gonna work it out. It's rough right now, but we're gonna work it out. We're gonna figure it out, and like I said, just for the sake of others that's on the outside, it's not behind the scenes talking with us, that's not behind the scenes in apologetics, it's not behind the scenes with Black Jews or moderates or whatever, however the term we want to use, and the struggle that y'all going through for recognition, and you know what I'm saying, how important it is to you and what you feel in your heart, some type of awakening and all of that stuff. It's all rough right now. It's all rough right now. Saved and unsaved, everybody know it's a stirring. That's how come we got Damon Dash talking religion, Killer Mike talking religion, all these other cats that's not even religious, that's not even known for nothing but music and all that, and they're talking religion because there's some type of stirring. There's something happening. People talk about Anunnaki and gods and occult. We say so much stuff. Something is happening. Something's happening, and this is going to help work out and bring clarity to what's happening, okay? So if there's people that we didn't agree in the past, we're going to come like it's brand new. She ain't listening to me. She ain't doing nothing but reading them comments and waiting to reply to Sister. She knows, and Sister Cherry, she ain't doing it in the name of the blood. I'm a suffering woman. You can't help it. And I tell her, don't do it. And I can see when she's looking in that phone, amping herself. She amping herself just to answer because you want to lick her shots. Now, you can't fool me, lady. You can't fool me. We going to go out and we're going to sit down and we're going to talk it out. We're going to see how we're going to do this. All right, come on, Jason. Give us some comments before we get out of here. I said Jason, not the Israelite lady. And I'm going to read And I'm gonna read, and I want to read some of this.
All right. I'm gonna just say, Sister E, we know how passionate you are. We know that little Chihuahua is the most fiercest in the dog kingdom. But I'm just saying, what Breen is basically saying is, let the presuppositions leave when you come to the when he comes to the dialogue. You know, just come to it with a clean slate. You know, the Bible preaches forgiveness. We're gonna have to forgive some things. You know, you just gotta let go, or the devil gonna keep stirring that up. Every time you see her, boy, the devil gonna put that thought in your head. I feel him, and I think that would be the best, because as Christians, that's what we're supposed to do. We could sit down and hash out. I just think they don't know. They really don't know, and they are gonna just put you under a blanket. But after this conversation, now, if that consists or keep going, then it could be addressed in another way. But I think first and foremost, we do have to have, and it could be in private, just like the Bible says. If you have an ought against your brother or sister, lay your gift at the altar, go reconcile, then come back. And we have to do that. At the end of the day, we have to follow the principles of the text. Since we all bang and talk about the text, come now, let us reason. Be angry, but sin not. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to deter anybody like we just over here arguing. You know, it is a method. You know, it's still a method of madness, but it is a method. And you know, this is what Black people know. This is how we communicate. You know, especially, you know, you got to consider people from different parts of the United States. Like, you know, New York, Marine, them, they animated. Your son, you know, real aggressive, you know, comical, but that's just where they at. You know what I'm saying? He don't mean no harm, but some people can take that literally, and, you know, it'll deter them from wanting to come and congregate. So we do have to be aware of the people around us. That's what Paul was talking about. If you my brother, let me eat meat no more. If somebody talking about feast days and Sabbath is going to deter them from listening to your true message, just leave that out. Just like the doctor was saying last night about his friends. When he go over to the house, he know they Jews. So I'm not going to do anything to disrespect you. If y'all say what y'all are and what y'all believe, if I come to your platform, there should be no disrespect.
All right, listen.
I got one
point.
this.
In the name of the not towards Sister. I want to read. Wait a minute, Sister E.
I promise you didn't towards Sister Cherry. I promise. It's gonna be to a point.
Is it towards who?
It's gonna be to a point that Jason made.
Not towards anybody.
Tell her get her own.
I just said not towards anybody, and you still talking about her. I'm going to ask y'all a question. Mr. Blacktastic said, Jason, the rule works both ways. Don't put all the pressure on one side while the other side nods amen as it doesn't apply to them. All right, that's fair. Wait a minute. I don't know how this is going to work, because I already see the way Sister Cherry is in the comments and how Sister E is. I said I would like personally for Pastor Major's Sister E and possibly Pastor Kelly to come on
and tell you.
I'm going, but I'm not. I remember hearing you speak on Tell You. I know who. I've seen a video from that brother Tell You, but I know who these other people are. I know them. They've been on the platform before. I know them. I know what they believe for sure. So because people are gonna look like I'm moving in deception and this and that, and I want to see what y'all say. I would like LaRon, Sister Cherry, and y'all tell me who else y'all think. I don't know if he wants to carry Angie, man. This is the first time, Yolanda, I'm gonna do it. I'm putting her out. I'm putting her out right now. Matter of fact, should Sister E even be on there? Are we gonna get anywhere with Sister E? That's a fair question, Yolanda. Don't get mad at me. I don't know, maybe Mr. Blacktastic or Pastor Kelly, I'm not sure, but 3 people, and I think LaRon is okay because he's feeling he got respect on both sides. I'll try to see if I can hit Adam Coleman. We want to see, first of all, how Adam and them feel like, are these people saved? what's the dangers that people, Adam being an apologist, what he feel as people we quote unquote moderates. I'm using that word for now. Y'all think it's disrespectful, but we're trying to hash everything out. What Black Jews believe and who else we can have on. I don't know if it'll work. The thing will work with Sister Cherry and Sister E on at the same time. You hear me, Bell? I don't know if it'll work at the same time. Because it seems like it's a little rough. She can't even calm her spirit and leave and as you hit me on the side, that better not be you sending me hate mail. Oh, that's not you. Come on. All right, lady, come on.
I would say,
why are you looking at the? I'm what you call it here. Let me look at the comment. You ain't got to look at your phone.
I'm not gonna look at it. I've seen my phone. I'm gonna put it right here.
And do not comment on what? Do not comment on them last 7, 12 comments. Say what you feel about what I said about who should come on, how we can hash this out. It ain't about you and ego representing Memphis, and it ain't about none of that. It's about bringing clarity to the people. Who you think will be the best beneficial? Who would you like on the other side? I'm not even asking about your side. Would you like to try to get vocab? Adam and LaRon, you think LaRon is okay?
I don't think.
Or you think it need to? Tell me who you think it need to be. 3 people.
I think it needs to be Eric Mason. I think it needs to be Vocab Malone. I think it needs to be Damian Richards.
I don't know where Richard's now. Right now, Richard's in chilling right now.
It needs to be all the leaders.
You offline right now.
It needs to be all the leaders with the other leaders. When I say on my side, I mean people like Tayu Ministries, because they do have a Christian doctrine. If you want to meet them, you can meet them. Dante Fortson, these are the ones that's been doing the videos. You bring in Pastor Kelly, you can bring in Majors, you can bring in it's too much going on. We're gonna pick these people, we're gonna pick these people. Let's pick the people that have been speaking against it on both ends of the table. Now, if me and Cherry in the room, I'm gonna tell you it's not gonna be productive, and I'm gonna just be honest with you, because I know, because you got to think about it too. Did Christ dialogue with the Pharisees, or did he talk to his 12 disciples? He knew talking to the Pharisees it was not going to be productive because they already had an opinion about him.
But he discussed certain things with the Pharisees in front of the other people, and then expounded them on the side. I think before we bring. I think it's different.
I think Jason want to see a mudslinging and an arguing match.
No, I think it's a little different. First of all, I don't think a lot of apologists know. I don't think a lot of people out here even know the depths of what people believe. Before it gets into, because I seen somebody making a comment with the guy Ron Dalton and Eric Mason. You don't know. I think a lot of y'all don't know. Guns is loaded. Guns is loaded. I hate to say that because I shouldn't even say that, but folk really researching. Just like y'all think everybody's on top of their game. Everybody got people in the cut researching and people working on books and people traveling. Everybody, all of us are doing that on both sides of the fence. So I think before it comes to the heavyweight championship, I think people need to see some other things just building up the stuff, so people can have a clear understanding before heavy stuff comes out. That's what I personally feel. That's what I personally feel. Everybody can get in here and start arguing the Sabbath, that they go to church on Sunday, because both of that stuff is in the Bible. But a lot of stuff is in the Bible that both people can argue. That's how come Calvinists and people, Arminianism, because everybody got scriptures for everything. So I think what y'all believe need to come on the forefront. We don't even know what y'all believe. I know Pastor Kelly said, Pastor Major said, I know they've been on here, but for the most part, most people don't even know what y'all believe. So we got to establish that first. That's the first step. You can't just jump in a Ferrari, start pushing it. You ain't got a permit. You got to know what stop sign is. You got to know what drunk driving is. You got to know how to parallel park. No matter y'all folk down south don't even, I'm going to leave y'all alone with that. But that's a whole nother thing. I think we need to take it in stages. It hurts me that you and Sister Cherry can't talk because I'm thinking of some other woman beef now. But if you say it's not going to be productive, I don't know what she said about that. Let me see. I don't know, Sister Cherry. I don't know. I'm not going to. Wait a minute, because she's still listening. A demon, a spirit, the enemy has done this. She can't even stop looking at her phone and reading the comments for a minute. So I know she'll unmute herself if we even bring the two of them in the room. Then we just doing stuff to hits. Then we just doing stuff to see. And then you rub Sister Cherry wrong. She gonna let a D or she gonna a few words. Something might slip out. Something might slip out. Sister Cherry, don't be mad at them. They act like they don't. Boy, y'all have had me say some stuff. Some stuff done slipped out. You got to mess around and use the N-word with them other folks. But that's another story. I'm just keeping it 100. So I don't know how we're going to do it, but I want to, hopefully that we can do it in a way where people be like, yo, they crazy, but I can't lie in the end. I don't know how they work that out. That ain't nothing but God, because Jesus said, I'm talking about Jesus. He said, by this shall all men know. So somebody can say, yo, what's up with them? They was all there beefing, but look like they doing videos together now. I pray and prophesy, Sister E and Sister Cherry gonna do videos together. That's how the Pentecostals.
In the name of Jesus.
You start saying, in the name of the Lord. You start speaking them things. I'm sick with it. I gotta go put this TV up. Them folk gonna kill me, and then I'm gonna get more emails. Matter of fact, I done changed my number. We're Rob Moses and all of them, man. I done had to get a whole new number and all this other stuff.
You ain't on that new number yet. I ain't got it.
We're gonna George K. We're gonna figure this thing out. We're going to figure this thing out, and it's going to work out. Disagreements happen. That's nothing. We're gonna work it out. You know, of course, I'll get Dr. E to jump on here. We'll see. You said the other brothers, I'll see what's up with them. I know I see one video, and then one video that I did see with the other guy that what's the brother name you just said?
Dante?
No, the other one. Huh?
Hey, you?
Yes. I see some video with them about the urban apologists. Is that people, whatever. I see some video, but I did hear them mention my name like I'm not even helping the moderates. And I'm like, wow, that's heavy. But listen, this is the way it is. But I'm hoping stuff can get worked out. I can't lie. I'm hoping stuff can get worked out. And I believe, say it again, say for the back of the church. Say it. Say it in the name of, say it again.
In the name of Jesus, I pray that we can all come together and reason.
Oh, yes. And what else? Come on.
I want us to come and reason.
All right, and then maybe for Resurrection Sunday we can get a video with you and Sister Cherry. I'm hoping by then, but I can't put no timing on God. Maybe by you and Sister Cherry could do a video by Resurrection Sunday on the love of Christ and the life of the believer. I'm giving them a subject and everything. Y'all see how church folk be manipulating? How they be trying to work stuff out? I'm speaking them things. Come on, say amen. Say you believe it.
I believe it.
Amen. Amen. That's how come I love the sister. That's how come I love her. That's how come I love her. It's all right. We gonna work it out. Say amen, Sister Cherry. Where's she at? She ain't left. Say amen. Type amen in there.
Tell her come on my channel and chat. At the bottom of my channel.
Oh Lord, Father God.
I'm sorry. Pray to me. I'm gonna play nice. I'm sorry.
It's real. It's real. Sister Cherry, it's real hard, but we gonna.
What you said, Sister Cherry ain't said nothing.
Sister Cherry said amen. No, we gonna work it out.
Okay.
We're gonna work it out. We don't know how it's gonna go down, but we're gonna work it out.
I ain't gonna say her no more.
So we're gonna just see. So I'm gonna try to reach out to all of them people and see how when we could do something. Maybe we can get it jumping as soon as next week. We'll try to do it just regular. We're not even calling it. It's not a debate. Dialogue. It's not a debate. We differ from Sinetta, and we are going to dialogue. So we don't even want people coming with a debating spirit. You know, we want to get, we want to get different people. I don't know if I'm going to do LeBron and them separate first, but we want other people to come on. I think there's enough videos. We may have to redo it where Pastor Kelly said what he believed. Sister E is on 67 videos with us in lives. We know what she believed, what Pastor Kelly believed, what these people believe. And we're gonna look at it from there. And then I'll even have questions. Why does DNA play a role in just salvation in general? Stuff like that. We'll try to bring things out and give them a time to talk. We'll see where, if Adam Coleman feels DNA means nothing, it's irrelevant, it's a trick of the enemy. I'm not saying he's saying this, but we'll try to just get them people on both sides. And when Adam Coleman's talking, Sister E ain't going to mute herself in Jesus' name. No, she won't. No, she won't. Not because me and her rock together, because Adam Coleman, if he's on there and he's speaking, Sister E ain't going to unmute herself. I need her to promise that in the name of I need to hear that right now. I need to hear that right now. That'll help a lot.
I promise you, I won't say a word. Really, I'm going to let them talk. They are the leaders at the end.
Okay, all right. Y'all heard it now. Y'all heard it. All right.
I could sit quiet that day that when Faithful and all of them got on your platform a couple of months ago, and I was quiet and I was a nice moderator. I can do this. I will let them hash it out, and I'll sit quietly. I have no problems with that.
Okay. Okay, all right. We'll work it out. All right, I don't know where Jason went. He probably closing up the shop, or he got ahead. All right, y'all. So, and if there's anything else, y'all can hit me at Berean Teach, Sister Cherry. I think I got your email right now. We started off with Damon Dash. I don't know how we got to that. That's the church people hitting me. Done got me all thrown off. I probably done been on here in 2 hours. That people are probably like, you see why I can't deal with you? I gotta go back to my other stuff. We appreciate y'all for the support. Of course, they got that PayPal in there. Sister E got that Cash App. I think I got a Cash App too. Y'all want to put $1 in there. to get coffee or whatever. I need me some chicken wings behind this, mess around with y'all church folk. All right, we getting out of here. Anything in closing on, ma'am, you'd like to share?
I'm good. I'm good. Actually, I just woke up from a nap, so that's why didn't want to show my face because I just got up. But okay.
Okay, but yeah, for Israel, she came on out there. For Israel, she came on out there to push her.
You
She came
too.
out there to push her DNA. You see how we got to close? Berean got to. You see how I got to do that, Yolanda? She came out there when we started talking about DNA. She didn't want to talk about the law, but we started talking about DNA. That's how we.
And don't do me. I was sleeping. I just saw this a minute ago.
Yeah, Sister Cherry said chicken wings. I'm getting ready to give me some chicken wings. Mess around with y'all. All right then. So we're gonna be, we're gonna do the thing tomorrow. I think we're gonna start off. Then we go into the discussion. If Dr. Aaron is in here, that that Patreon thing, we're gonna be jumping. We're gonna start off here, but then we're gonna go and have the we got to talk about just the whole Calvinism thing, because with us understanding Bible and how we do things, dispensationalism, we're discussing some of that. Then we're just gonna really go in. We're gonna really go in and we're gonna discuss some stuff. But I'm glad that we got this platform that we can share some stuff. Everybody can have a voice. I think that's so important. And all right, I guess with that, I'm out, y'all. Let me you got your phone now. You can look at your phone. All right, good night, everybody.